To lead the Skol chant and sound the Yeller horn, please welcome the 31st Adjutant General of the Minnesota National Guard, Major General John Jensen.
Well, hello, this is John Randall, Minnesota Vikings legend, and it is my pleasure to say, Minnesota Vikings fans uncensored, are you ready? Keith, get your people up. Let's go. Skol, 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 baby.
Hello, Vikings fans. Welcome to the Let's Skol show. With me, as always, I have the captain of positivity, Cody Bowden. Hey, who greets with smoke, Skolful Shack. Welcome to our 9th off-season show of the year. We're going to be here every week during the off-season. We're going to get through this abyss together. And welcome to our free agency special, where we're going to discuss players lost and gained so far. So, fellas, without getting too much into the details, what's the past 48 hours been like for you?
A roller coaster, because like when you that first day we're going up, and it was slow. We're like, all right, when's this thing going to drop? What's going to happen? And then that next morning it was just bang, 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 and you thought you were scared after seeing the Byron Murphy contract at the very top of that coaster, and then the next morning 3 come rattle off, and we're just like looking at Quessy like Dumb and Dumber. And totally redeem yourself. So I thought it was awesome, like a roller coaster ride. I enjoyed every single bit of it. Vikings finally did something massive that we haven't seen in free agency since probably, I want to say, Jared Allen when we got him. So
About you, Shaq?
I'll say it's like you go to let's say you go to an expensive store and you ask you want to get everything in the store, but you don't have enough money. And then a few days later, you go to the thrift store and you see the exact same clothes you wanted and you get it for a cheaper discount. It may be a little worn, but it's the same clothes and you got what you wanted. So you can't complain.
What up, Cap?
Oh my God. That was perfect. That was perfect. I definitely can't top that. I think mine was more like Cody's, the roller coaster. And I think I'm kind of on a downward track right now, to be honest, but we'll get more into that. What about you, Fish? How's it been for you?
Well, I think the roller coaster is an understatement for me because, and it's just the optics. It really is. Because we went into Monday with $60 million in cap space and we were ready to go and nothing. And really, if we'd have just let off and had Jonathan Allen in the holster, signed him, done, it'd been a whole different mentality on my part, but we didn't. We let off with Isaiah Rodgers. I'm like, who the hell is Isaiah Rodgers? And then our second signing is broke dick Ryan Kelly. And I'm like, what the hell are we doing? And then we spend too damn much money re-signing Byron Murphy. And I'm like, oh, it's this kind of party. Get Quasey out of here. Bye. I don't want nothing to do with this. Get out.
Couldn't it be me? Couldn't it be me?
I was done. I wanted him out. Then I woke up yesterday morning and like I see all right, the Vikings have signed Jonathan Allen. I'm like, okay, that's a little pricey. He's a little older, but okay, all right, okay. I guess he can stay till breakfast. And then we signed whatever. Yeah, well, we didn't exactly sign Will Fries, yeah. And then I was like, okay, that's a good signing. I like that one. I was like, okay, I like that one. And I was starting to feel better. But I started to realize that, man, most of our signings are north of 30 and just about all of them coming off of injuries. And I'm like, okay, so it's something. It's good-ish.
Remember when I said 2027? There's a lot of cap hits.
No, I don't remember you saying that at all, Cody. When did you say that?
There's a lot of cap hits going on that year. They're massive. And every single one of our signings, we weren't going to get 5 young players worth that much money to move 5 years worth of money around. I think the one player, Will Fries, was the correct move. Set a foundation with that offensive line with Brian O'Neill, Aerosol, and then Will Fries. And then going after 2-year contracts to fill out this roster and keep on repeating until you can figure out how to fucking draft properly.
Yeah.
So right now I'm kind of
little. It's like a seesaw, not a roller coaster. Like a seesaw.
Yeah, I was in a very low spot Monday night, and they just kind of brought me level.
Not me, man. I knew Quasi had something in his bag, and he was going to prove everybody wrong. I was supporting him like I've always supported him. I was like, you know what? We should go ahead and give him that extension right now, because just because it hasn't shown it yet doesn't mean it's not there. I know it's there. I'm always the positive beacon.
Yeah, you are our North Star.
What's up, George?
Skol, George.
I think
Cody, how do you feel about this period overall? Like, the legal tampering period, the 2 days of players just getting signed, boom, boom. Like, how does that compare to other sporting events throughout the year, in your opinion?
Well, so I'm a big Twins fan. All right, number one, Twins don't fucking sign anybody, so it was a nice relief to see a Minnesota team actually go after the bank, and I'm a big Timberwolves fan too. And what we did during the offseason, trading Cat away and getting Julius Randle and Devin Chino, and we're just like, what in the hell? Get rid of Rudy Gobert. He's like a fake ass defensive player of the year. Watching the Minnesota team finally do something massive during the offseason, I'm fucking living. I'm happy. I can't be any much better.
So where does the legal tampering period compare to other sporting events throughout the year?
What?
Where does the legal tampering period compare, though, like to other sporting events? Like, is this one of the things you look most forward to, or is like it's cool?
100%. I look most forward to. I mean, I was saying it. Hey, the 10th. Remember the 10th. It's the most important day because all your free agent signings, massive ones, will come within that first day, right? So, and compared to I think it's better than the NFL draft. I think it's way better than the MLB draft because you don't even hear about the draft happening. It just happens. And the NBA draft, you're just looking at a ball beforehand, and you're like, okay, whatever. I'm not going to watch the draft. I just want to watch this ball fall out, and hopefully I get the first pick. So I think it's probably the second best thing in sporting events, I would say, next to the Daytona 500. If that is a thing, because no one watches racing that much.
Going in a circle.
I'd say legal tampering never stops, to be honest.
Yeah.
Well, if you believe you're allowed to
be out on the open. You're allowed to be out in the open, just like, marijuana is legal here. You can smoke. And I was like, I was always smoking, but now I can do it outside.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do it outside?
No, I mean, you can, but there could be consequences for it. Now there's not. Sure.
Well, sometimes you gotta take a risk. Look at the Eagles; they was tampering with Saquon.
Yeah, and sometimes you tamper with Kirk Cousins and you give him $160 million,
and have him just broadcast that shit.
You can't get rid of him. That's the best part.
Oh man. The gift that keeps on giving.
They're like, I want to trade. You ain't getting one, Kurt.
You're going to be our backup.
Yes, finally.
Let's get into this. So before we get into the free agents, let's talk about some of the players that we actually retained. And one of them just happened like an hour ago, and I don't even got a slide for this one, and that's Harrison Smith. So for those of you who don't know in the chat, Harrison Smith will be back next year. It is confirmed. I think we all had a belief that he would be back, but the last contract figures that I saw was 1 year, $10.25 million, with a chance to earn upwards of $14 million. What do you think about that, Cody? Right before jumping on here, seeing that Harry is back.
Thank God. I mean, I think what happened during the offseason, the legal tampering period, we whiffed on safeties because there was a report that Javon Holland, we were talking to him, and that report came pretty early. And then after we didn't hit Javon Holland, we went after, I think it was Brian Kelly. Then we went after Murphy, right? And if you looked at the safety roster, it's Metellus, Theo Jackson, and some UFL cat that I don't even know what he's ever done because I don't watch UFL football like the rest of the 75% population of the United States, right? So I think you needed to sign Harrison Smith back there. And I think he's going to gel well because you got all these minds that are on the defense now that are veterans, that are still have some gas left in the tank, that are still good. It makes the defense not only better on paper that we already have, but a lot smarter.
I'm definitely happy to have him back. Had a little bit of sticker shock with the $10 million, but I guess he gave us a little bit of a discount last year. So I guess paying it forward a little bit. I don't know. I don't like paying people. I'm stingy. Good thing I'm not the owner.
Scared money don't make no money.
We know.
I don't know. Like I just feel like there's other pieces I wanted to add. I am glad he's back. Overall, I did want him back. I was still hoping there was another signing out there. Now with him back, I don't see us signing anybody but depth.
We still got restructures.
Yeah, we could extend Bradbury and bring him back, put him at left guard.
I was also thinking of O'Neal.
We could, O'Neal's the big one. I was just messing with you on that one. What do you think about a fit?
I think there's a lot of old man strength on the defense now. The only thing I was pissed about with us bringing Hitman back was he didn't have an injury last year. I mean, he over 30, but not injured. It just doesn't fit the motif for this year. All in all, yeah. I mean, I was kind of wondering, what are we going to do at safety? You know, is Theo Jackson ready? I don't know, but it rounds us out. We can figure out what we're going to do in the draft. I'm level on it. It's like I'm not excited. He can still play at a pretty good level. He ain't the hitman of even 8 years ago. But we're going to be solid.
Jason, it goes away. So basically, this wasn't like a restructure where money you push money down the line. This was a redone contract, and like this was the only way it was going to happen. If they didn't agree to this, they were going to cut him. Mm-hmm. So that's gone. So it's just a new contract, 1 year, $10.25 million, with a chance to earn $14 million. What's up, Eric?
What's up, Eric?
Shaq, I know you're happy with it.
Oh, I love it. You know, I always bring up me not wanting Harrison Smith in the draft because I wanted the safety from Alabama. From Alabama, Mark Barron. Shout out to you, Robbie.
Hard to say sometimes.
Yeah. You know, I got choked up talking about that team. But yeah, I wanted Mark Barron from Alabama, and Minnesota took Harrison Smith, and the rest was history. I always bring up the point about B-Flow saying we're going to need less snaps for Harrison Smith because he's getting up there in age, but it's so hard to keep him off the field because even though he's not Harrison Smith from 8 years ago, he's still a damn good player, and he still gets stats, whether it be a sack, interceptions, he's still getting at it. And he also brings veterans to the defense. So I will say, you know, I hope he earns that $14 million because then that means he balled out one last year for the Minnesota Vikings. And we all need to put respect on future Hall of Famer Harrison Smith. It's not just Hitman no more.
If Ronaldo's still here, I think we should retire number 22 after he retires.
100%.
They could split it with him and Krause. I'm fine with that. I don't know if that's ever been done, but they could do that. But they should retire at 22. Like, I'm cool. I'm cool with it, Rinaldi. I know you're listening. All right, so let's talk about the other players. There he is. I know how to get him out. I know how to shake his tree.
LOL. ...
So we talked about him a little bit last week. Theo Jackson. He's one of the players that we signed back. 26 years old. I felt like he's been in the league a little longer to be 26, but I felt the same way about Sam Darnold. He's only 27. I feel like he's been in the league forever. You know, not a lot to go off with Theo Jackson, but I would say we would all agree that he did pass the eye test, at least when he was in the game. So 3 years, $12 million, $4 million a pop. He is replacing Cam Bynum. How confident do you guys feel on that?
Oof.
I feel kind of so my thing was with this offseason, the free agency guide. I love everything what we have on this team. I like every single position, every single player. But there's two players on this team that have like a question mark for me. And one being obvious is JJ McCarthy, because we haven't seen him in a regular season game take a snap yet, right? And the other guy is Theo Jackson, especially in an important role as in Cam Bynum into that nickel back role, right? So I hope he's not the starting nickel, but then again, I didn't want Cam Bynum being the starting nickel, and look what he did for us. I mean, the dude couldn't tackle, but Theo Jackson hopefully can. So still that question mark.
Oh, good one, Robbie. Well, he is $11 million cheaper than Cam Bynum per year. So, yeah, I'm happy with that. I mean, I've been a big Theo Jackson supporter. You know, I used to watch him in high school, followed him through college. Remember in Tennessee? Nah, I'm just kidding. But I did like him when we first signed him in training camp. It is cool to see him get his shot. It's cool that he's been here for 2 years. Obviously, he's proven himself. He's shown something. Obviously, Brian Flores likes him, and thought enough of him to not even give Bynum $15 million, which I don't think was too bad of a deal. I think I would have been okay if we paid Bynum $15 million. So the fact that they thought enough of him to do that, I can definitely rock with this. This is the big one.
Thunderfoot, baby.
This is the big one. We got our man.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, y'all keep besmirching this man's name. He is not only our punter, but he is our holder too.
He is our holder. And our kicker didn't do too great towards the end of the season, so
yeah, that ain't his fault. That kicker was ass. Anyhow,
he just might be a camp body.
Yeah, we need competition for that.
Yep. But 1 year, $1.75 million. So we brought our punter back, at least for the offseason. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
I will say this before we move on. We haven't really noticed Ryan Wright really fuck up. I know people might say he's in the bottom half of punters, but what's the gap between the best punter and Ryan Wright?
Yeah.
And I think that bottom half of punter narrative is actually from 2 years ago, because last year he was sticking it in under the 20. He didn't have a whole lot of touchbacks. He was still lacing it when he had to. He was fine last year. Keep him.
Yeah, I mean,
average digits of 41. I mean, I don't think you get a nickname like Thunderfoot though with 41 yards and being the 21st punter.
Well, I mean, if you remember where we were ending our drives at, if he'd have kicked it for 60 yards, he'd have been putting it in the back of the stadium.
how many punts do you actually see watching Minnesota while you're on the couch? Because I know what I do every fucking fourth down. If we don't go for it, I'm going to grab a beer or something. You know, like, who gives a shit? It's a punter.
I didn't see him throw one fake this year, and that kind of worried me.
That is a problem.
Had Tommy John surgery.
We also brought back Aaron Jones. Brought him back for a little more than I thought we would have, and a little longer than I thought we would have. A 2-year, $20 million deal, $13 million guaranteed, which essentially could make this a 1 year, $13 million deal. So we did bring him back.
Will not be a Viking. Mac Jones will not be a Viking.
Oh, we're talking about Aaron Jones. Oh,
Uh,
there you have it. Sorry, Robbie.
Well,
Robbie was looking for that trifecta.
So there is a Jones who is a Viking, and that's Aaron Jones.
woo!
the better
30 years old. He was very serviceable for us. Like I said it before, he made us remember what it was like to have a good running back, or at least a decent running back after 2 years of Alexander Madison. It's like, okay, he kind of reminded us a little bit of not prime Dalvin Cook, but Dalvin Cook just sliding out of his prime. To me, he was solid like in every game, like especially in the first 2 quarters, but then he kind of disappeared in the second half. And then I don't know if that was more him or more of the game flow and KOC's play calling. I am happy to have him back. What do you guys think about the contract?
I like the
Too
contract.
damn much money. But he's going to be a good friend for our quarterback.
He's going to be a really good friend for our first round pick also.
So I like the contract only because Aaron Jones was low key our offense. Besides like Justin Jefferson, it's just when the offense looked funny, it was more so because Aaron Jones probably started to regress in the second half because he got kind of tired of making people miss in the backfield. And he was never considered to be that elite running back to, take over the whole game. And we kind of put that pressure on him. So I love this signing even better if we get him a running mate who's just as good or who could be an elite for him to be a 1-2 punch.
Yeah. And I mean, what kind of makes it okay for me, I mean, the price I did think was a little high because I thought he'd come back in with that $7-8 million. But the market for running backs was not good. Like there wasn't really anybody out there. We went through all of them, and I think Najee was the best one. And I don't think any of us were too thrilled to get Najee, especially Cody, because he didn't average 4 yards a carry.
Hey, and that's saying what we hit on off season. Look at the thing. We didn't even look at running back this off season, so it might be telling of what we are going after in the draft.
Genty.
I will say this.
Pick.
We are looking a bit better set up to be able to block for him up front. Maybe he might be able to get 2 yards down the field before contact. So I'm just saying he might be a little bit more rejuvenated this year.
Maybe he'll be able to get into the end zone from 2 yards.
Whoa, you gotta slow your roll. Baby steps. Baby steps.
Telling you. Put Bradbury at fullback when we're 2 yards out from the goal line. He getting in the end zone.
In this one. Byron Murphy Jr.
Fuck this one.
That's his keep, boy.
Yeah, I liked him. I was happy when we signed him. I thought he was a very good player for us. But did I think he was upper echelon? Like, should be paid like top 10 cornerback ones? Absolutely not. When the contract first came out, they said 3 years, $66 million. Definitely has sticker shock. I was like, $22 million a year? Now you're talking about a top 3 paid cornerback, and he's not a top 3 cornerback. What it turns out to be, it's a little better because it's actually more like a 2-year deal for $34 million. So it's like $17 million a year. Because he's probably not going to see that third year, or he'll get a new contract before that. But really, what he signed was a 3-year, $54 million deal. He can earn an additional $4 million per season with incentives. And like you said about Harrison Smith, if he's getting those incentives, that means he did something.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know he led the for corners for interception.
Look at the NFL. What about the NFL in interceptions?
No wonder he wanted that big ass contract. We had what was he going to say to him? Well, we know you had 6 interceptions, but it was because the quarterbacks was playing bad. He don't want to hear that. He led the league in interceptions.
I don't care what he wants to hear. I'm gonna tell him the truth. Like 4 of those interceptions were punts.
Whose guy is this though? First of all, this is B-Flow's corner. This is the guy he wanted. The reports came out way early before tampering period, before the offseason. Byron Murphy is a guy that they wanted back, and it's because B-Flow wanted him back.
And this is
This is
technically
a good
his
one.
prime. He's 27, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and to Travis Bolton's point,
This
I actually
is
had
about
this
when
on-
Xavier. It's about when Xavier Rhodes started falling off about a year later.
to Travis's point, I had an argument with somebody on Facebook about this. I said, look, this is that type of contract for this type of player is for somebody who's signing away from us and they think they got something, not for somebody who watched them play every week. I still remember St. Brown running all over the damn field on us for 2 games last year, and guess whose guy that was? $22 million a year? Screw that.
I mean, all day, nobody on our team could cover St. Brown.
So don't nobody need no $22 million a year, Shaq.
And that's the thing too. Yes, he had the 6 interceptions, and I'll die on the hill that at least 4 of them were punts. He gave up the second most receptions, I believe, and he was targeted like the second or third most. So no quarterback is scared to throw his way. Like if you're paying a cornerback $20 million, that's because he's taking away half of the field, and he's not doing that. So I'm definitely critical of the contract. I hope he proves me wrong. I guess I'm at this point happy that he gets the opportunity to prove me wrong, because cornerback is an important position, and maybe we tried. Maybe we tried to sign other players, for cheaper. Maybe we tried to get DJ Reed. Maybe we tried to get Travarius Ward, and maybe they just didn't want to play here. So I was like, well, damn, we have to do something.
I like Billy Wentella's comment right there. Yep. What got Byron Murphy the interceptions was the pass rush. Now the pass rush is even 10. It's 10 times better. So
I feel like Murphy could take another step. I don't feel like he reached his full peak. He got to limit those receiving yards.
Least favorite signing of the offseason, by the way.
Kiger.
That was your least favorite?
Yeah.
Set
me over the edge.
I'm happy. Don't see this guy being happy. I'm fucking legitimately happy.
So you're happy with this one, Cody?
I'm not happy with the pay, of course. I'm happy about bringing him back. But again, we had 2 players max that we were gonna really overpay for, because we had a lot of holes this year. We had 24 players leaving the top 51. We had to get them back, right? We still are 6 short of the top 51 unless we're bringing up the futures contracts or the guys on the practice squad to fill out this team, right? So you had to. We can't have Milton Williams. We can't have Javon Holland. We can't have Will Fries as being the number 1 guard. And you probably can't have Tevin Jenkins, all them signed together. You're not going to get all the best players, you know what I'm saying? So even with the Byron Murphy contract, Byron Murphy was labeled as the best corner on the market this year. So
that's DJ Reed.
You know who was labeled the best quarterback?
Yeah, right. We will get to that name in just a minute here. I am happy to get him back, and the contract does make it a little better. Like I said, it's really a 2-year deal at $35 million, $17 million a year is really what it is. And if you would have told me we signed him to $17 million a year from the get-go, I've been okay. That sounds about right. So overall, I am content and happy with it. So, but when I saw the 3 for 3 years, 66, no, I was not. I was not happy with that. That doesn't help you at all, Fish?
No. The whole yeah, we got to spend the cap. We could have spent it elsewhere. We could have spent it.
No, definitely not about we have to spend the cap, but we definitely need a cornerback. And after, DJ Reed and Travarius Ward signed before we had this deal, I don't know who we're going to get.
Yeah. I just don't think the market was there for him, for him to get that much. Look, man, if it had come out 3 years, if it would have come out 3 years, 51, I'd have been like, oh, okay, that because we talked about it. Yeah, okay, that's about right. But you can paint it where it makes you feel better to see the actual numbers. But I'm pretty sure most of the other corresponding contracts are structured similarly. Like if I remember correctly, wasn't DJ Reed's contract flashed as lower than his contract?
He's a 16 a year.
Yeah. So I bet you the real number for him is something like 14, whereas like for Byron Murphy, it's 17. And DJ Reed was an actual top cornerback with Sauce Gardner across from him. And Byron Murphy Jr. was getting lit up all over the damn field with ass across from him. So, nah, not happy.
All right. Well, he's here. He's here, and we will support him as a Minnesota Viking.
And when he breaks on a route,
his downfall.
When he breaks on a route, cuts off St. Brown, and gets a pick six, I'm gonna be like, I told you all. It was my tough love.
Byron Murphy is my Sam Darnold from last year for him.
Good. So he's gonna crumble in week 18. Week 18. Good call, Cody.
There you go, buddy. 14 wins is 14 wins. We did not run.
No, it's not. A single one's not even a single win. So 14 wins isn't 14 wins. We're not getting to that though. So the players that we lost, first and foremost, Cam Bynum went to the Colts, signed a 4-year, $60 million deal with $26 million guaranteed. So really, that's 2 years at $13 million each. Are you guys surprised that we didn't bring him back at that?
I said before, I'd rather had re-signed Cam Bynum with that price tag than Byron Murphy, and then just draft the corner.
Yes, 100%.
I was surprised. I thought if it was 15 or under, they would have brought him back. So I was really surprised to see that he left, and then to see the contract he signed. That's what I'm saying. They must really believe in Theo Jackson. So what about this contract, Fish? Would you have been okay if you saw Vikings sign Cam Bynum 4 years, $60 million?
Nah, I wasn't on that Cam Bynum train, dude.
Oh yeah, I forgot he missed a tackle against the Lions.
Yeah, I got sick of the celebrations too. Sorry.
I think if you line up the players we had from last year, and you line them up next to the players we have, what we got in this year, we are technically better on paper than last year.
And that's because we beefed up the front, Cody. It has absolutely nothing to do with what we did in the secondary.
What did we do? Byron Murphy, who did we replace him with? Byron Murphy. Stephon Gilmore, who did we replace Stephon Gilmore with? Isaiah Rodgers or Mekhi Blackman. Like, the only question mark that you see is Theo Jackson or Cam Bynum or Sam Darnold and J.J. McCarthy. Everything else is better. It's either better or it's the same player coming back.
There may be some truth to that, Travis. I mean, it definitely got him exposure, made him like a name that people knew.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that dude hit the white chick stance. Let's give him $2 extra million.
Isn't that the second Minnesota Viking that danced at the NFL honors and got paid the next year?
Who's that one, Kirk?
Kirk Cousins, right?
Oh, he did dance because he wanted to show off his Achilles.
Yeah, that was what happened. Shaq, sorry to break it to you again. Got to hear this again. We lost Patrick Jones to the Panthers at 2 years, $20 million, so $10 million a year. Would you have brought him back for that, Shaq?
I don't know. My hot take's worth $20 million. But honestly, I guess it's not that bad. I feel like he was just reaching his peak, but it's more so, like it was better out there, and we got better. So it's like let Patrick Jones go be. It kind of reminded me when we let Ray Edwards leave, when we couldn't re-sign him, and he had to go make his money because we knew he was good for us, but he wasn't the money he's worth good for us, if you get what I'm saying. So Patrick Jones, it was fun. I've been wanting to trade you during the season because I knew you wasn't going to come back next year, and I knew it wasn't going to get better than week 3.
Trade his ass. You were saying it then.
Golly, I was stunned when he said it, but then afterward, it just made so much sense.
It's funny because, like Rinaldi says, want to the Panthers. This is exactly what I thought was going to happen with him. It's like he's going to get a deal like DJ Wanham, and he's going to leave. I didn't think he was going to end up going to the same damn team as DJ Wanham.
Yeah,
I fear that pass rush. They got Wanham and Patrick Jones on the edges now. Whew.
Watch, it's gonna be week 4, and we're gonna be like top 5 in sacks as Carolina Panthers. What?
Let's see.
I ain't not paying them much, I think. So I guess that's the bonus.
Trade Hawk for a pick. You better be drafting Tyler Warren then out of Penn State if you're trading Hawkinson.
Trade Hawk for a pick? I'm not trading Hawk. No, man. He's part of this damn window, man. Like Hawk's gonna come back and make everybody remember that he is an elite tight end. Okay. Mm-hmm. Last year he came back from a knee surgery, man, and like in the middle of the season.
Yeah, and you ain't
that.
You ain't getting
paying a tight end too much money.
You ain't getting anything for Hawkinson, but probably a 6 because of his cap hits for the next 2 years.
Man, last year for Hawk reminded me of 18 for Cook, coming back in the middle of the season from a knee injury, running tentatively, couldn't do the stuff that he wanted, but then 19 rolled around. Look out. Hawk gonna be just fine.
Bob, Bradbury is actually kind of worth something, I think, in this draft because there's only one center that's out there, and there's another one that's only played for a year.
So you're saying we might be able to get a 7th round comp?
I'm saying, do you want to draft the guy from Georgia that played for a year that's super raw and try to develop? He's going to be a 3rd round pick, or like that's where he's going to land at, or are you going to draft the other guy that's the only center in this draft? Like you want to hopefully get a chance at him if you can't even trade up for him.
I don't think we're paying Bradbury that much. I'd rather just keep him.
Trade a 4th or a 5th for Bradbury. I don't know.
Bradbury's gonna be our left guard. Watch your mouth.
Well, just a backup. We're not paying him much.
Yes, he's worth a fucking hot dog water to us, but to another team that needs a center, and there's only 2 out there in this draft, he's worth a little bit more than that.
Oh yeah, you're disrespecting Eli Cox.
No, there's also
USC.
Gary Zabel from North Dakota State.
Thought he's gonna be a guard though.
He could be center, guard, tackle, whatever you need. I
know. And then you guys thought it was a joke. You guys thought it was a joke with Grant Udinski leaving us, like it was just gonna affect KOC. But no, he goes over to the Jaguars, becomes their offensive coordinator, and comes and pillages our roster, taking Johnny Munt and Nick Mullins to Jacksonville.
Hell yeah.
That to me, that was the biggest hit. That was the biggest hit of the past couple of days, is seeing those names back to back going to Jacksonville. Fish, do you want to say your goodbyes to Nick Mullins?
Best backup quarterback in the league. Best backup quarterback in the league. Would have been great. Would have been great cheap insurance for our guy. Yep. No, y'all hate Mullins, but would have been great cheap insurance for our guy.
You're gonna love him when Trey Lance is our backup. And that's not the only quarterback we lost, fellas. Daniel Jones went to the Colts.
Hey, he took that opportunity to start, and good for him.
He took our money. That's what he did.
He came here and learned from us and then ran.
Exactly. I was like, what's the point of having him?
Yeah, I don't get that. Like, what happened there?
We didn't use him in the playoffs. We didn't use him for any particular reason.
We get a comp pick for him, right? For next year?
I don't think so.
I think we do.
I don't think he was on the active roster.
He signed.
They put him on the active roster for one game, I believe. I mean, he didn't play. I think they did, but
that's what
with
triggered
what we signed, he's definitely getting canceled out. But yeah, it's funny. I mean, like, okay, do I want to go against JJ McCarthy or do I want to go against Anthony Richardson? So at least he was smart enough to know that with JJ McCarthy, he's probably not going to play enough, but he wasn't smart enough to know he's not ready to go back out there and play.
Russell Wilson. No.
But who said Russell Wilson?
KOC Jr.
What about Russell Wilson?
Absolutely not Russell Wilson. We don't want Russell Wilson. Shaq, what would you trade to move up to 7? How many firsts?
I'm pretty sure that would probably take at least 3 for us to move up 24 to 7, or at least 2, and then plus a second.
We need more Alabama players. We got more Alabama players.
The thing with Jainty is I wouldn't trade up to go get him.
Have more.
I think there's running backs throughout this draft that are littered that are just as good as Jainty. There's some running backs that played in stronger conferences than Jainty. So I wouldn't even trade up for Jainty.
Yeah, I don't think I would either. It's fun to think about, and it's gonna suck when the Bears draft him. But nah, I'm not giving up all that for him.
Oh, well, it'll be fun watching him and Caleb Williams dominate.
This is a whole different. The last game where he played a good team, he had like 30 carries and only 118 yards. He had 118 yards because of 30 carries. We don't run the ball 30 times. This isn't college football. This is the NFL.
Yeah, stop acting like the Bears just upgraded their offensive line or something.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
And then there was Sam Darnold.
Yes.
Sam Darnold got his contract. He was out of here. He signed with the Seattle Seahawks. He got himself a 3-year deal worth up to $110 million. They have an out on him, which is pretty smart, which would be 2 years, $55 million, which is not terrible. It's a weird situation for Sam Darnold, in my opinion, because he's not going to a team that's as stacked as we are, and they're kind of going through a transition period. So, like, I don't think they're like expected to win anything. I don't know. I knew it was going to happen as soon as they traded Geno, but I do think it was kind of a weird place for him to end up going. What do you think about it, Cody?
I mean, I think it was a pretty good deal, smart decision from Seattle. I mean, you're looking at a guy, in my opinion, right now with what he has learned from 2 good coaches, 2 really good offenses, right, to piece him back together. I think you got a guy that he hasn't, in my opinion, hit his ceiling, right? He's still going to have some mistakes. Because if I look at it, when he finally got on a pretty good team, that was his rookie year. So last year, or for the Niners was his rookie year, right? When he got into games, he looked good. Then when he started his full season, he looked good, but he had his mistakes. Now he goes over to another team, right? And it's not a bad team with JSN over there. You got Kenneth Walker to run the ball. Offensive line is kind of dicey, but you still got a really good defense to help you get the ball back to your offense over there with those corners, right? And then you have I think Jaron Reed still over there. So I like the deal what the Seattle did. I think Sam Darnold's floor is just where you saw it the last 2 games, but I think his ceiling hasn't been reached yet. And I'm pretty happy for the guy. And I hated Sam Darnold start the year, just let everybody know that.
No, Lucy, it's Wednesday, but with free agency, we're going a day earlier. And the only reason we're doing it a day earlier is because of free agency. What do you think about it, Fish?
Can you imagine Sam Darnold signing that contract and like he takes 2 breaths and they trade DK Metcalf? I mean, he probably got that text from DK, welcome on board, and Jackson Smith and Njigba, welcome on board. And then it was like the next thing he saw was DK Metcalf gone to Pittsburgh. And he's like, wait, what? What? All the luck to you, buddy, except when we play, we're going to kick your ass.
I think he just went for the bag. I think he knows.
Wait,
he's not leaving
what?
the team. He went for the bag and facility.
Oh, okay.
Facilities.
And they can still get a wide receiver into the draft that's just as good as DK. JSN stole the show in Seattle over DK. That's why DK left.
Yeah, well, I don't know. What do you think about the fit, Shaq?
An introspective moment of silence for Shaq.
I'm trying to think. Who the hell is their head coach? But I mean, I'm happy for Sam Darnold. I don't think it was the right fit for Sam Darnold, but I think all the options was closing. I think his best option would have been to go to the Rams with Sean McVay to continue the progress that KLC started with him. But I hope he learned enough from us to, develop into a franchise quarterback because I feel like he still has unlocked potential. And I wish him all the best. Thanks for all the hot takes you gave me, Sam Darnold. Without you being here, I would not been able to bash Kirk Cousins as much as I did. So that's my take. My final take on Sam Darnold as a Minnesota Viking.
I think you'd have found a way.
Lucy, you need to check your settings.
Oh, I would have.
Yeah, I know you would have. I have faith in you.
All right. Give me a second here. Let's go ahead and jump into the players that we added, which is the main reason for tonight's show being tonight is we signed some new players that are going to take us to the Super Bowl this year. And the most important one was the first one that we signed. Isaiah Rodgers.
Bam! Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Now you mock this, but this is low key a good signing, and
he must be like DJ
for the
Reed.
price,
Same amount of picks.
same amount of pick as DJ Reed. Yeah, damn near same player. But he has been ranked as one of the top 5 press coverage cornerbacks. Now it's been in limited snaps, but he does have some pedigree to him. We did talk about him when we went over cornerbacks a few weeks ago. He was a 6th-round pick by the Colts in 2020. 21-22 was his only season that he really played, starter snaps. 2023 should have been a big year for him, but he was suspended for the whole season for gambling violations. That was the same year as Jameson from the Lions. I don't know why his was so much more, because I think Jameson got 4 to 5 games. He got the whole season, so hope he wasn't gambling on his own team's games. Then in 2024, he signed with the Eagles, where he got a hand injury in camp and ended up missing all of preseason. And he missed the first 2 weeks with the injury. He was ready to go week 3, but he didn't get into the game. And by then, you had Cooper DeJean and Quinyon Mitchell doing their thing, and they already had Slay and CJ Gardner. So it was hard for him to get on the field between all that talent. But when he was on there, he was pretty solid. He also returns kicks. So to me, this was a good value signing. I think he will compete for the starting job on the opposite side of Murphy. So I've got a couple highlights of him. See if I can bring him up. He's down here at the bottom of the screen. Here's him against Jamar Chase at the top of the screen. He bats that one into an interception.
Good defense.
Top of the screen again.
Nice.
He gluey. He's sticky.
He's got good his hips moving up.
Is that Julio Jones?
Top of the screen again.
Way to stay under him.
Again, at the top of the screen.
Oh, if people in the chat wanted Adam Thielen, you're not getting him. He just re-signed with the Panthers.
Wow.
Here it is in the NFC Championship game. Top of the screen. I believe that's Puka. In the Super Bowl. Yes, he is a Super Bowl champion. Bottom of the screen. So the guy is a good man coverage cornerback. He's going to get his first real shot with us, and this was the most crazy signing out of all of them. Take a guy with the potential that we can get for a little bit cheaper. I almost wish he would have added another year to him. Like, this is kind of the same thing with Byron Murphy when we first signed him. It was like, oh man, we got Byron Murphy. That's awesome. We got him for a pretty good deal. Man, I wish they would have added one more year to that. And now we're paying Byron Murphy a lot of money. But overall, I'm very happy with getting Isaiah Rodgers.
I'm going to tell you right now, I'm giving him the Jalen Redmond treatment. And I hope he does what Jalen Redmond did to me.
I agree, Fish.
How many times I got to teach your ass this lesson, old man?
One more time.
One more time.
So,
I don't know. I think this low key could be. Well, clarify what?
Was he the cornerback 5 or 6?
Oh boy.
The thing is that highlight reel that Keith showed was all of his snaps from last season. So yeah, I mean, he's got fresh legs, I guess.
Okay, bro, he had 329 snaps. So that was more than I showed, because I only showed like 8. I mean, and look at his grades. Look how he graded out in those 31 out of 223
he's
pass
got
coverage.
a good run defense grade. I mean,
but the coverage grade's not good. 31.
Do I need to go back to that he's under 30?
Do you want to see Byron Murphy's pass coverage grade again?
I mean,
I live Byron
Murphy wasn't covering Robinson with 6. He wasn't covering running backs out the back.
Sir, did you not see when I showed you him covering Jamar Chase? So he wasn't covering wide receiver 6s.
I don't know. I couldn't tell, man.
In that highlight, he covered Devontae Adams, Nakua, and Jamar Chase. Sir.
That was Chase's flu game, I heard.
Yeah,
hey, Alex, I brought this up like a week or two ago. What is up with the no INTs and cornerbacks usually get 7-8? Like Byron Murphy Jr. leading the NFL with 6 interceptions. I was like, what happened? But I mean, DJ Reed had 0 interceptions too. So it's just about the coverage, and it's about making them not throw your way, to be honest.
Yeah.
And we lost.
Take away the field.
We lost 2 slot corners this year. And what did we go out and do? We picked up a slot, right? And we paid for Byron Murphy for another, basically, right? And you can maneuver. You can put Isaiah Rodgers in the slot, and you can maneuver Byron Murphy out, and you can even switch these 2 guys around. And that, when we were talking about versatility for Brian Flores' defense, this is what we're talking about. He's always got 2 slot corners playing in the game at all times.
2 slots, but we couldn't run 6 DBs out there.
I got a great idea, because we still got time to do this, and he did miss pretty much, most of last year. Let's let him go play for one of those UFL teams this spring. That way he can kind of get back into playing shape, and then maybe we'll get a better read on if he's any good.
Hi, Lo. Skol, Lo. Everybody say hi to Lo.
Hello. But you put
hi, Lo.
Isaiah Rodgers out there and Bynum, right? And what does the slot normally do on an offense? He moves all over the fucking formation, right? So if that guy wants to move, guess who he's moving to? He's moving to Byron Murphy's slot position, all right? Or he's moving over to Byron Murphy in the cornerback on the X, or he's moving to Isaiah Rodgers on the X or the Y, right? So when slot receivers are on the field, they're so good, they get so many targets. Is because they move around. They're trying to user them. That's why we do with Justin Jefferson. When Justin Jefferson has 8 catches a game, we put him in the fucking slot.
I don't know why I'm complaining so much about this guy. I mean, he is a press man coverage guy, unlike our $22 million a year soft ass getting blown out cornerback we also just re-signed. So maybe he will be something positive.
No. Don't switch up now. I need you to keep the energy so we can do this all year long.
Oh, I will. Trust me, I will.
I mean, I did like him when he was on the Colts. I had faith in him, kind of. So I don't hear him too much. I just was preferring Asante Samuel Jr.
5'10" and 170. Eat a sandwich.
I like Isaiah Rodgers and Byron Murphy on the field at the same time. You can move your slot all over the field you want offense because you're going to line up against a slot cornerback no matter what.
We could have had Asante Samuel.
Hey, for everybody bitching in the comments, if in the middle of somebody talking, if Keith and I do like this, that's your Skol. We just don't want to interrupt somebody while they're talking.
Yeah, Northeast guys are right.
Fish, what was that symbol? That's a skull.
Y'all starting to get like you want to be on the payroll or something. My God.
Hey, there you go. Alex always defends you, Fish. That's your man right there.
He don't always defend me.
Oh, there must be some bad blood I don't know about. Sorry, let me take that one down.
Yeah, no, there ain't no bad blood. I love Alex.
All right.
Yeah,
The next guy we signed,
Blackman. That's it.
Ryan Kelly. We signed a center, which I was pretty adamant all off season we would not sign a center. Like I was like, Bradbury, he plays well enough. He's on a cheap contract. They're gonna get 2 guards. Now, I don't know if they went into free agency thinking we are gonna sign a center, or if it kind of turned in like shit, we're striking out. We got to do something. Let's go ahead and get the center. What do you guys think? Do you guys think this was the plan?
I just want him to get a full body MRI, and I'm still not sold he's going to pass physical.
I mean, Darnold played better than Ingram. Darnold probably played better than Bradbury. So they probably watch every single snap, so they realize where the weakness was at. It was on that right side next to Brian O'Neill. So like you trust Darrisaw so much, right? But you don't really trust Brian O'Neill that much on that side. So what do you got to do? It's either you load up one side or the other. I'm going to load up Brian O'Neill's side, and I'm going to have a pivot point with Ryan Kelly. And to bring him on with this tag team partner, I'm all
That's
for
like
it.
Buzz Lightyear, actually.
Yeah, Lucy, I agree with you. I was thinking he looked kind of like a fat Bond villain.
He looks like Fish's next favorite player.
I mean, he could be.
Do you guys think he was signed as a pawn? To convince Will Fries to come over?
Possibly.
I mean, I'm going to say it again. I'm going to be over the moon about this signing. Over the moon about this signing. If he can stay relatively healthy, and if they make Garrett Bradbury a fullback.
He's not going to be a fullback. Fish, no.
I'm speaking into existence, Cody.
I
This
know.
is a fishism.
You tried speaking CJ Ham's 5'8" ass into a tight end existence. It was never going to happen.
The final piece fell into place to make it happen, Cody. We lost Munt. We lost Munt, so that slides Ham over. Now that makes room for Bradbury to be the fullback. It's there. It's there.
We should just roll the tape. Roll the tape. People will fall in love with this motherfucker. And it's a center.
I like the signing, Cody. Like I like the signing. Just I would have rather gotten 2 guards. I think we could have made that work a little better. Like I don't have faith in Brandel. I really don't. Like they say, oh, he played better with Darrisaw there. I don't want a guy who played better because who was like next to him. I want a guy who's good because he's good. I mean, Tevin Jenkins is still out there. Tevin Jenkins is still out there. So maybe there's a possibility Will Hernandez is out there for cheaper. So maybe there is a guard out there. And if we end up getting another left guard, I'm going to be even happier about this pick. And it's not that we're ho-hum about this. It's just I wanted 2 guards. And I think the probability of that happening now is a little bit lower. But I do like that we got, a center and a guard from the Colts because they had like a top 5 offensive line, and this is 2 of the guys from that line. We're one short, right, Shaq?
No, we definitely one short. Make the trade. We got a first round pick.
The thing, so we don't even know if Kelly or Fries is going to be any good because what makes a good offensive line? It's continuity. Continuity makes a good offensive line. So what do? You bring in Kelly and Fries, who have continuity, right? You saw Brandel play well because he had continuity with Darrisaw. When Darrisaw went out, Cam Robinson came on, there was zero continuity. His game fell off. All right, so now you bring in continuity with the left side, and now you're bringing continuity with that interior on the right side.
So what
So
you're
he's a
saying
little bit
is
older. He's a little bit older. He was a first-round pick by the Colts in 2016. He's been a Pro Bowler 4 times, most recently in 2023. Second-team All-Pro in 2020. He's played 4,700 pass block snaps, and he's only given up 14 sacks and 23 hits. So he's played 1,100 more snaps than Garrett Bradbury, 1,100 more pass snaps than Garrett Bradbury, and given up 6 less sacks and 11 less hits. So I don't know about the run part of his game, but definitely better pass blocker. And with our rookie quarterback back there, I think that's what they were going for. How's he well beyond his prime? He just made the Pro Bowl in 2023.
How do you do in
People were saying Joe Thuney was beyond his prime. Oh, we don't want him. We don't want him. He was the first team All-Pro last year.
Well,
got to watch a little bit of football to understand.
All-Pro and Pro Bowl is two different things. Tyler Huntley's a Pro Bowler.
Well, the same guy probably said Joe Thuney was washed up too. Just,
oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So let's watch a little football. You understand?
And I like the contract because it's 2 years, $18 million. That's not too much more than what we gave Bradbury. If it just doesn't work, it's over in a year. 1 year, $9 million. We move on. Looks like he's about to ask me a question.
You can ask me whatever you want, as long as you protect my fucking quarterback that's coming off a leg injury. I'm all for you.
I feel like
what if Fries get? What if Fries get?
Bang.
All right. So this is going to go down as our marquee signing because this is the only guy we signed for more than 3 years. We signed him to be a part of what is considered our window right now. A lot of what we do is going to bank on this one. This one could make or break us. Honestly. I should have had the contract on the first one. We gave him 5 years at $88 million. I haven't been able to look up the breakdown on the guarantees and all that, but 5 years, $88 million. The Seahawks gave him a similar deal, but only 3 years, but the same amount of money per year, and he chose to come with us.
Facilities.
Minnesota sushi, baby.
Oh, I think
this
it was
is
those
the
scores.
one that makes me happy. And if we could get Tevin Jenkins on the left guard to say a 4-year deal, then I'd be ecstatic. I'd be on that upslope on that roller coaster.
Oh boy. Come and say that to my face, Ronaldo.
Yeah. I mean, as long as Will Fries doesn't turn into an Alex Boone to where you sign that massive contract, you don't play up to it, and then you get cut the very next year. So for you Alex Boone fans out there, that's what exactly happened if you didn't know. As long as he doesn't do that, I think he is going to be part of a foundation piece, right, for this team. You're going to have McCarthy, Fries, Darrisaw, Jefferson, and that's going to be the foundation piece. And good thing that 2 of them of that foundation is on the offensive line for JJ McCarthy.
I will say,
like it.
To complete this rebuild of our offensive line, we need another guard. I'm not going into week 1 with Blake Brandel penciled in as our starting guard because all it takes is 1 weak link for the offensive line to be a mess.
Shaq,
I would love to see Blake Brandel go back to being our swing tackle, to be honest with you, because he was pretty good at that.
Shaq, continuity. You got continuity on the offensive line.
Yeah, but shit, that only could go for so long.
Yeah, look at the Colts offensive line. It was going for a very long time. Quentin Nelson, Brian Kelly, and Will Fries.
They're just freaking motor his way through the middle of the field and hit 3 guys at the goal line, taking out 2 guys.
So what you're saying is
beating
all
up Packers,
Darrisaw and Will Fries, and they could block the whole D line.
I will admit, when we did sign this guy, I went straight into a Cheeseburger Eddie impersonation.
That's the other side of the continuity. You just loaded up on the side to where there isn't any kind of continuity on that right side with Brian O'Neill. That's all you did.
Cody, according to your theory right now, only our center and our guard have continuity because they haven't played with our right tackle. They haven't played with our left tackle. So we might as well just blow it up, start out rough at the beginning of the season.
And your left guard have played together. That is your continuity.
You know, they're at the opposite ends of the line. They really don't have a whole lot of communication. It ain't like they're passing people off to one another.
Randall and Darisaw.
Yeah.
Played together.
How much time do they have? I mean, when did Darisaw get
I'm with the
injured?
chat right now. What are we complaining about right now? We're showing our premier player, our premier signing. The guy's going to be part of our next 5 years, and we're still finding something to bitch about here?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm happy with the signing. This signing right here makes me happy. Cody's the one talking about continuity. Like we can't have continuity in free agency. It's literally impossible.
Well, I'd say signing a guard and center is as close as you can get.
Yeah, I kind of agree with Cody because
yes.
continuity is important because, you know, as the offensive line, they got to perform as one unit. But if you could upgrade the position, it's better to upgrade the position and then build continuity from there. So since we kind of restarting with the continuity, I want to upgrade from left guard. We need to upgrade from left guard because we're already starting with new continuity.
Go get Quentin Nelson because you got Randall Darisaw played together on the left. You have Kelly and Fries in the center right. The only guy that's out of continuity is Brian O'Neill. Right? If you want a full continuity, then you piece that whole inside up. Go get Quentin Nelson. Go trade your first one.
Block the guy in front of you. I mean, if we can get Quentin Nelson, I'll trade that first.
Anybody else want to talk about continuity?
Yeah, you know, being an electrician, continuity, you need that.
I was about to go that route too, Shaq. You get me.
That's how you know if you got power or not.
All right, Travis. All right, so I mean, this was the marquee signing for us. Hopefully, he plays up to it. Hopefully, he earns another contract from us and all that. I hope this one works out. If none of the other ones work out, I hope this one works out.
Right.
Next, we worked on the other side of the line. Jonathan Allen. Now, this is one of those ones that had me on the roller coaster because, you know, first I was on the downslide. Then I saw that we signed him. I went on the up, but then, you know, kind of started really looking into it, thinking about it. 30 years old. This would have been awesome 3-4 years ago. It still could be awesome. Don't get me wrong. It still could be awesome. And especially for us because we haven't seen anything like him on our defensive line in quite some time. So, I mean, the standards are pretty low.
I'm just mad he's going to bump Levi Drake Rodriguez off a spot.
Is he, though?
No, I don't know.
No, because he's not great against the run. This guy's probably not going to play every down.
He's not. We played against the run very well last year.
Oh my God! Are you saying we just paid $20 million a year?
I didn't want some
third down defensive tackle
to stay there. I didn't want a big guy to stay there. I wanted pressure from the interior. We got pressure from the interior. That's who we
just paid $20 million a year for a third down rotational defensive tackle.
I think it's gonna be more than third down. I think it'll be more than third down, but he's not going to play every down. I think we're going to have a rotation. We're going to have a rotation, and that's what the Eagles had.
Mm-hmm.
My thing was, I thought he was bigger than that because I thought we was finding a new nose tackle, but I don't think he's bigger than Harrison Phillips.
Do you know why we signed John?
No, he's not. No, he's actually small. I mean, Hargrave might be a better nose tackle.
Honestly,
Tell him, Sarah.
Honestly, we signed Jonathan.
The Warrior Queen has showed up.
We signed Jonathan Allen because of his game against the Lions. We needed to figure out a way to stop Jahmyr Gibbs in that Lions offense. This guy did it.
Yeah, Fish didn't learn nothing from that training in the salary cap.
Look, I can only act on what they announce, man. When they say it's 60 million, y'all start talking about, well, it's less than that, it's less than that. Then everybody else that signed for everybody is less than that. It doesn't
is.
matter.
Everybody else is less. I mean, the guarantee is the only thing they're guaranteed. That's 31 million.
Irregardless, if you compare him to his peers, he's making too much for his age and injury history.
I think he only had one injury. That was last year.
And he played 7 games because of it? Like I said, last week when we went over
he tore
defensive tackles,
he
and
tore
you
a
said
pec.
this is the guy that murdered Kirk. No, that was Daron Payne. Daron Payne was the stud defensive tackle on that team. This guy's all right.
Shit, we've been complaining about our D line not getting no pressure if we're not blitzing. So hopefully this helps, because I'm tired of watching if Van Ginkel and Grenard get blocked, then we see the quarterback have like 6-7 seconds to make a decision.
I mean, 42
He's all
sacks,
right.
42 sacks, 2 Pro Bowls, 60 tackles for loss. But yeah, he wasn't a stud. But I wish I could put up him and Payne stats side by side. I bet you Jonathan Allen wins.
I wonder
if someone does a player A, player B. Whatever happened to that?
What would happen with that? Maybe that could be in the near future.
Robbie would do a player B.
Robbie always going to grab that B.
I'm okay with it. Not as excited as I was when we first, got him. But again, our defensive line is going to be solid. You got Allen, you got Harrison Phillips, you got Javon Hargrave, which this one was a freaking surprise. That, like, me driving to work yesterday, I texting and driving like I shouldn't be, but talking with Fish and Cody, first it was, we got Jonathan Allen, heck yeah. Then we got Will Fries. Then it's like, the Vikings are talking to Hargrave, woo! It was like the Vince McMahon meme. Like, that was totally me in the morning driving to work. And I 32 years old, I don't care. I'm actually more excited about this one than I am about Allen. Doesn't do it for you, Fish?
I have to use the same sort of tempered resignation. Look, they stay healthy-ish. We're going to be formidable. So our NFLPA A+ facilities and staff are going to have to live up to the name and keep them on the field. They stay healthy-ish, we're going to be formidable. I don't know, man.
There you go. Oops.
I mean, the big thing, though, like with Hargrave and with Allen, these guys are 2 guys that can rush the quarterback from the defensive line, which is something we cried about all year, that we couldn't get pressure from our line. We could only get pressure when we blitzed. Now we'll be able to get pressure both ways. Like, either these guys are going to be collapsed in the pocket, or they're going to be getting to the quarterback themselves. Like,
yeah, my big question, though, is
we're going to see Flores' defense.
My big question is, though, who's going to be on our defensive line on 1st and 10? It ain't going to be these 2 guys.
Yeah, it might be on 1st and 10.
I don't know. It's a running down.
Behind the sticks right off the bat, you put these 2 dudes in.
It's a running down.
Redmond?
It's not always a running down. Not in this league.
Oh, I'm happy with this one, Lo. I am happy with this signing, Lo.
I mean, shit. Who we have on our defensive line last year? Bullard.
Don't know him.
Phillips.
Don't know him. Bullard, Tillery,
and Phillips. This is a major upgrade to whatever the fuck we had last year.
And Sarah, if we do that, hallelujah, we will have our nose tackle, our run stopper, and then our defensive line dominance will be complete.
I want a pass rush.
Yeah, this defense looks super scary. I would be afraid.
Well, Leonard's asking what we'd rather have. I mean, I think we're going to have it both. I mean, this is a pretty beefy line.
Yeah, it's nasty.
What would I rather have? A pass rush, because a lot of teams can't run the ball to begin with.
Tell you what, Leonard, I actually would rather have the run stoppers because once we get into the playoffs, that's what we're playing. Teams that can run the ball.
Yeah, David's got it right. This top 3, top 5 defense.
Perfect time to make a bet, Cody.
Hey, he said we'll write this one off. So I was like, well, points. Well, yeah, it averaged out to be a top 10 defense if you add it all up, though.
I like it. The only thing that I don't like about it is the ages, because really, this is for 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
This is for 1 year.
It makes sense though, because you're not going to get a bunch of young players and drop 5 years on them.
You're right, Cody.
27, I'm telling you, it's right around that.
What's going to bring me to my next point is they better nail the draft, and they don't got a lot of capital to do that with.
You just need one. Honestly, you need one on this draft to nail.
So I was thinking about this way: the less draft picks you have, and say we had 2 draft picks and we hit on 1, is that not better than hitting on 1 out of 7?
No, what you need those players able to either stay on depth or they can move up when your players move out for free agency. We haven't had that with Kwesi.
True.
All right, I'm going to open it up now. So
let's go, bring it on.
If there's anybody in the audience who wants to join us, I'm going to go ahead and post that link because I want to hear your guys' take on this free agency period so far.
Cock tossing toe stand. It's good to load up on the offensive line to protect that quarterback, that rookie quarterback.
Kakistan is just one of our returning Lions fans from last season.
I don't
mind.
It's not Kakistan.
It's Cocto stand. Cocto stand.
I thought he was a stand for free samples.
They're just mad that they lost Zeitler on that offensive line. Now they got a hole.
They also lost to Darius Smith. Oof.
Oh yeah, it's all right. I mean, they stayed good on paper, but what made the Lions was that offensive line. Now that offensive line has a leak in it because Zeitler is gone. Am I correct there, Cocto Stan?
So, Cody, which one was your favorite signing?
My favorite signing is the 2 guys from Indianapolis, is Brian Kelly, and because I was preaching it. You need to protect your investment. You need to protect your rookie. He's coming off a leg injury. I don't want some 300-pound bulldozer laying on top of him because your offensive line couldn't block, right? And I don't want him running around out of the pocket because the pocket is collapsing. I want that pocket to be secure, right, until he needs to start running. So it's those two guys from Indianapolis. Cock, Toastin. There's no Fletch in there.
So, Fish, was there anybody besides Fries that you were happy that we signed?
Oh, man, Isaiah Rodgers, baby. Let me tell you something.
Don't do that.
Down. This is going to be Rhodes close 2.1. Ain't nobody getting off the line of scrimmage on this man. He going to be first team all pro. He going to have 3 picks from the cornerback position. He going to return a kick for a touchdown. He going to make you all look bad.
I know that bubble gum.
Oh my God.
Whoa!
We got a guest appearance in the house.
What up, bitches?
What is up? Oh, look at you fancy now.
Red wine and everything.
What's up, Ronaldo? Give it to us. Tell us how wrong we are.
Oh my God, I want to go crazy. I'm freaking biting my lip over here. It's nuts. I don't know, man. I think what we did was we opened up a 3-year window. And we've always had the 3-year window. We're fucking sticking to the plan. It's JJ as our quarterback. We got all these older dudes that everybody's like freaking out about. They only need 1 year. We need 1 year, one good year out of these guys.
I don't even understand how like anybody can be bitching about any part of this. This is exactly what we've been waiting for.
Okay, I agree. We shouldn't be bitching about it, but I think we got to understand that this is 1 year. Like, how's it a 3-year window? Like, let's say Hargrave and Allen, they're here for 1 year and they do good, but not good enough to justify keeping them the second season.
Well, let me ask Fish a question. Who's sitting in the background? Redmond. Who else? Who else is sitting back there? RGB.
That's a great question, Ronaldo. Go ahead and tell me who's sitting back there.
Yeah, you know who's sitting back there, brother.
Who?
You know who it is.
No, I don't.
You don't know who? So who are the young guys on the line? Who are the young guys that were on the line last year? It's Redmond and what's the other dude's name? Hernandez. What's his name?
Levi Drake Rodriguez.
There you go.
Even you know Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Even you.
All right, whatever, man. So you know what?
Oh, and Taki. We got Taki too.
And we got Taki.
Yeah,
guys, this is a perfect plan. I don't even know what you're bitching about. These guys are sitting in the wings waiting to roll. Why is this a problem having old guys there?
David, you want to know why I'm bitching? You want to know why I'm bitching? I'll tell you why I'm bitching. Because my favorite guy from last year is a free agent, Jihad Ward. The guy that I thought was really worth the shit last year is not back on the team.
You're worried.
Wait. You would replace either Allen or Hargrave with Jihad Ward?
No, but he ain't in the background.
I just need to know that.
Instead, we got one-step Levi Drake Rodriguez who can't penetrate the offensive line. Yes, I like Jalen Redmond.
Ronaldo,
yes,
I'm happy with all the signings. I'm just wish it was something that showed me more sustainability. Like I really do think most of why I hope for that is because we haven't drafted well, and this year, even if we draft well, we only got 4 picks, which I do think we will get more. Just will we draft well though?
It's not long term though. That's the thing. How many picks do you think we're going to have next year? How much cap room are we going to have next year? Think about that. How much cap room and how many picks are we going to have in 2026? This is about 2025. We open up the window, man. This window is wide fucking open.
Wait,
who cares about
25, 26, 27, 28, right?
Yeah, man.
One of those.
That's it.
27 is where it ends. He said 3 years.
3 years, brother.
27. Yeah, 26. We set up the players that we have now to either to re-sign them for 2026, the 1 year, 2 years, because we know what the fuck is going to happen in 2020.
Of course.
2020.
It's so simple. This is a beautiful fucking plan. This is like genius stuff. This isn't like this isn't like
33% of your cap is gone between 3 players.
Yeah, who cares?
27.
This is continuity.
The window's now.
The window's now. This is the window. We're going to do it with a rookie quarterback. It was always the fucking plan. It's a beautiful thing, man.
Well, is it a smart plan?
Yeah, it's a smart plan. It's a plan we've had forever. Of course it's smart. If he doesn't,
there's a difference between beautiful and smart, David.
Beautiful and smart work together.
How do you compare this first wave of free agency, Rinaldi, with last year's first wave where we got Grenard, Van Ginkel, and Cashman?
It's different. It's entirely different. Gennard, Van Ginkel, and Cashman were 3-year plans, right? Like all these guys were signed to a couple of years for the most part. This is not what this is. This is about opening up the window this year. This is a Super Bowl team, guys. I don't even know why we're not talking about that. I don't care if we're 10-7 or 11-6. This is a Super Bowl team. This is a team that can compete against the Eagles. This is a team that can compete against the Rams. This is a team, because guess what? The Niners aren't shit. And this is a team that can compete against Detroit. This is built to beat Detroit and Green Bay. And then guess who else? The other team that had a pretty good offseason, Chicago.
Let's talk about that. This is a team that for a Super Bowl window. Who do you? Why isn't? If people in the chat, why isn't this a Super Bowl team? If you please tell me. If I hear JJ McCarthy because he hasn't taken a snap, you're not a true JJ McCarthy believer. Then
this is a Super Bowl team.
I think this is a Super Bowl team. Like I said, I'm happy with the signs. I think this is a good year for us. I just don't think it's going to translate into long-term success. But like you said, maybe we have more money next year. We have more draft picks. and we're just doing this all over again next year. So, and that's kind of, I guess, how the NFL is, right?
It's
Like,
how it is.
Like look at the Eagles who just won a Super Bowl. They just lost a lot of their guys. Like we were saying, how do we become the Eagles? And I'm like, damn, we're more Eagles than the Eagles were last season because like they've lost a lot of players.
100%.
So I mean,
hold on.
And I guess I don't like that. I haven't going to come to that. I'm old school. I like players that are on the team for a long time. I like getting to know them and everything. But that's why I said Harrison Smith's my last favorite player because I am a fan of the team. I do think the moves were good for this season. I really do, and I do think that we are a Super Bowl contender.
The Eagles did lose a lot of players, but they were able to replace them because of the drafts that they had. And what corners? They got rid of Slay, and they got rid of Rodgers. Who replaced Slay and Rodgers? DeJean, and then Mitchell.
Okay, but like they had 4 cornerbacks, and like that made them special.
Now they just replaced them.
Actually, they had 5 because they had Isaiah Rodgers, who they lost. Our gain.
Yeah, I know. They lost Rodgers. That's what I said. They lost Rodgers and Darius Slay. Who did they get to replace?
And CJ Gardner.
And who can they replace in the draft to replace them? Think about it. They got Cooper DeJean, right? Who did he replace after losing something?
Isaiah Rodgers.
Yeah, exactly. Who's feisty as hell, man. That dude is fucking feisty.
What's up, man? Is everything working, Steven?
Things are working.
All right.
Steven.
So, Steven, give us your take on the first wave of free agency so far for the Vikings.
So the Vikings took it on the chin in not lining up a QB 1 or 2, depending on your point of view. Not going to go into depth, but remember my take from last week? I said they'd miss on Darnold and Jones, and it's all happened. They're scrambling now.
I wouldn't say they missed on Darnold. I'd say they didn't want Darnold back. I wouldn't say they missed.
They missed on Darnold on their
for the sake of your take, you can have it, but they didn't. They could have franchised him. They didn't do that. And just like I said last year, there was no offer for Kirk. Like there was no real offer for Kirk. Like I said, there was no offer for Kirk, and Rinaldi followed no real offer. So same thing with Darnold. They didn't want him back. The plan was JJ McCarthy. Now Daniel Jones, I think they did miss on that, but I'm glad they did because I wouldn't want them to have paid him $15 million.
You sign Sam Darnold, you don't get the players that you had in this free agency class. Not even close.
Not even close.
Wait, why is Alex dropping new information?
No, you think if you want
you get their franchise tags.
You weren't getting this free agency class.
Well, as I said, they missed on Sam at their price. They weren't going to get Sam for their price anyway. Markup was too high.
He got $33 million. What?
Yeah.
So most I think the Vikings would have went for him was 28.
Yeah, for 1 year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean you signed Darnold to 28 or 33. You don't get the players that we got this time. You don't get none of the players free agency.
We still got cap space.
We don't have any right now. I bet we don't have any salary cap space.
Oh, yes, we do. Dude, I'm telling you right now, even after Harrison Smith, we still have 25 mil. I guarantee it. And I know 15. And I know 15 of it has to go to the free agents and there's still one big signing left out of this. Even after Harrison Smith. Guaranteed.
You still need 6 more people to fill out the top 51 unless you're going to bring up practice squad players or future contracts.
Name them.
The 6 players that we need signed?
Yeah, go ahead.
No, David, that's pretty ballsy after you couldn't name our defensive lineman.
Well, I couldn't think. RGB is what I said. Whatever the fuck his name is.
You need 6 signings to fill the top 51 unless you're bringing practice squad or futures.
Bradley's right. There's easily $30 million in cap left.
Yeah, all right, Steven. So sorry we attacked you a little bit there, but you hit a little bit of a nerve, I guess. Aside from the quarterback position, and yes, you did hit that hot take. What do you think about the free agency period?
I think they got a lot of aged veterans that are good for a short window, playing limited snaps. You're not going to put those D linemen out there for full time. The center's going to need spelled from time to time. You're going to look at the Vikings moving to a rotational O-line and a rotational D if they're going to win.
I mean, you don't need to do anything with the D-line because the D-line was really good last year.
And you know what the sad thing is,
Well,
guys?
it's different players, though.
The oldest defensive lineman doesn't need to be rotational, and we could still get him.
Oh boy.
Here we go. CC. Fish
CC.
is on the CC nose tackle bent.
I've been on
Good
Calais
signing.
Campbell for years, sir.
Go, Duncan.
Yeah.
So
We moving.
QBs that are left and positions that the Vikings still have left to fill. We need an RB2.
Yep.
Yep.
We need a tight end.
Yep.
Bradbury played tight end in college. He might be a good third down tight end.
Can you
Crush it
say-
up in the red zone.
Can you say tight end 3 when you say tight end though? So it's not like we're spending $10 million on a tight end.
Oh, it's clearly tight end 3 that we need.
I mean,
2, a backup.
Yep.
Okay.
can we get what's his name back? He ended up going to the Eagles at the end of the season.
RGB?
Oh,
Nick
Muse?
Muse. Can we get Nick Muse back, please?
I hope so. Damn it. So Nick
think-
Muse
I think-
and Lewis Seen got a ring before us.
Yeah, they both got a damn ring.
They both got rings. And I'm pretty sure that they future tagged them.
Yes, Jameis Winston. It doesn't matter what backup quarterback we get because if JJ McCarthy goes down, we're fucked regardless. It's your starting quarterback's down. Don't
Well, I
expect
think Jameis Winston would make it a little more exciting than it needs to be.
unless he.
Oh God,
unless he
I
can be
got a new
like,
favorite. I got a new favorite.
You know,
Even Case Keenum can get done as a backup quarterback. You need Nick Foles. If you want a backup
So-
quarterback to be a Super Bowl, you go get Nick Foles.
I want to ask Fish this question first, and then you guys could jump in on it since we're kind of talking about the backup quarterbacks and everything. So a lot of the players that we sign are older players. It does seem like we're building a team to try to win a Super Bowl right now. Fish, does JJ McCarthy give us the best chance at that, or would one Aaron Rodgers give us a better chance at this 1-year window?
Oof, it's a tough one.
You gonna go around the room?
Yes.
You can all go ahead and say it on this one.
Yep.
So then we never got to talk about it again.
Mhm.
Well, this is gonna be fun.
It's
what's
gonna.
the
It's,
question?
To win this, the best chance to strike gold and win the Super Bowl right now between JJ McCarthy and Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is washed. It's JJ McCarthy.
Right answer. You get to stay, sir.
yes. I mean, JJ.
Damn.
When
Can I change? Wait, let me do this again.
We're only going 3 more hours. You're good, bro. Chill.
JJ McCarthy is the answer that we all want to say. But if we let's say we did sign Aaron Rodgers and we're like going to be competing with JJ McCarthy in the offseason, who wins that quarterback battle? Honestly, who wins the quarterback battle?
Is there a quarterback battle? If we were to bring in Aaron Rodgers, is there a quarterback battle? I think there's some kind of agreement.
Yeah.
Talent alone, who wins this quarterback battle? Aaron
100%.
Rodgers or McCarthy.
It wouldn't be a fair one.
It's not a
just
battle.
wouldn't be a fair one.
It's not a battle
Wouldn't
because
even
Aaron
be a-
Rodgers
wouldn't
is
even be a battle. It would
more talented than
go to
JJ.
A-Rod.
Wait. Hold on. I need clarification from Cody right now. So you're saying our best chance to win a Super Bowl this year would be Aaron Rodgers over JJ McCarthy?
Yeah.
You see why I bounced him off screen for a minute, Keith?
I was wondering why you did that, but now I see Shaq looking like a bobblehead agreeing.
I'm definitely agreeing. I can give you a whole breakdown.
Do I want Aaron Rodgers on this team? Well, you not want Aaron Rodgers. But if you're telling me if we had Aaron Rodgers and JJ McCarthy on this team right now, quarterback battle, who would win? And be honest, who would win that quarterback battle?
JJ McCarthy will win it.
Yeah.
JJ Mack.
Did you not see him in that first half of the preseason game against the Raiders?
Yeah.
I
Against
did.
the Raiders backups. We gotta specify that against the Raiders backups.
Okay.
You guys are
All
wild.
right. So Cody, you make a really good point. Who would win the battle? However, can you honestly tell me that KOC is going to revamp the offense to fit it to Aaron Rodgers' whatever whims that he's got. I'm just talking like scheme, straight up scheme. Can Aaron Rodgers fit in KOC's scheme, or does KOC have to fit in Aaron Rodgers' scheme?
Well, I think KOC and Aaron Rodgers can bounce their ideas off each other, just like how Josh Jobs came in here, not even a scheme fit, and he ended up winning.
You really think they can collaborate like that, bro? Come on.
They do.
Come on.
What he wants. They honestly do. Aaron Rodgers is waiting for our answer, and it's been no for a while.
So my thing would be, this is why I say Aaron Rodgers would be a better quarterback for this year. If he dropped his ego.
When's he ever done it?
Drop his ego.
I mean, going to New York will humble you. Going to New York and playing for that organization will humble you.
My boy ain't humbled, bro.
Hey, guys, give him a chance to finish the take.
When you see that, you can't take any team to the playoffs, and it's actually hard out here. We don't have a real supporting cast, and when they try to build a supporting cast around you, the head coach can't get it right. The offensive coordinator can't get it right. Even though he chose that offensive coordinator, it just seemed like the Jets had no rhythm on what to do. And it's been that way for the last 3 decades. Because you could name all the quarterbacks the Jets had. They never had a good quarterback. Since I could say Joe Namath. And I don't know who was born when Joe Namath was still playing for the Jets. So with that being said, you could take the last 2 years of Aaron Rodgers' career and you could just make it null and void because it's with the Jets. The Jets have been a horrible organization for quarterbacks since I was born. Since I'm pretty sure all you guys was born. I haven't heard nobody say, I want a Jets quarterback besides Joe Namath.
Vinny Testaverde was pretty good. Chad Pennington was pretty good. Before the butt fumble, Mark Sanchez was pretty good. That's a USC quarterback, Shaq. Put your eyes on it. Before the butt fumble, I think you got him to the playoffs twice, Shaq. And I think you got him to the AFC Championship game.
Yeah, Sanchez took the Jets to the AFC Championship twice, back to back.
Yep.
Thank you. God, I hate this kid.
Mark Sanchez on a great defense.
Did I even mention that he beat what's his name? Phillip Rivers, Peyton Manning in 09. He beat Phillip Rivers, lost to Peyton Manning in 09. And then he goes on the road to New England, beat Tom Brady, loses following game to Ben Roethlisberger and the Steelers.
With a great defense and a run game. That's what carried the Jets that whole time.
Yeah.
I don't remember Chad Pennington winning any playoff games.
I think he won in 2002, did he? Was he on the Jets in 2002? Correct me if I'm wrong.
I was watching the Giants and the Jets back in the day, but more so the Giants because they actually won games. Only thing I remember about the Jets is that running back, who I can't remember his name, was actually
Curtis Martin.
Curtis Martin. That guy.
The Jets. The only reason the Jets won those games is because is that coach Rex Ryan. And when teams started figuring out Rex Ryan, like they started figuring out Mike Zimmer, he was kind of phased out.
Yeah.
Are we still talking about Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah, we're talking about Aaron Rodgers and the Jets.
I was just wondering. Did Steven give his take? Did I miss it?
No, I'm waiting.
I want to hear it, Steven.
So there's no way in whatever you want to say that the Vikings win a Super Bowl with either Aaron Rodgers or Russell Wilson.
Oh, where Russell Wilson come from?
I figured I'd bury him while we were on the same topic. You're just going to create too much chaos in the locker room. You're going to have competition on scheme, the way the team needs to go. It's just going to be too many voices.
Who wins it? Okay, we're talking about this year. JJ McCarthy, Aaron Rodgers. Who wins the Super Bowl?
Neither one of them.
All right.
That's a safe pick. It's a
Vikings. But there are options out there.
There's a precedence to that.
Safe pick.
There are options out there where the Vikings can win a Super Bowl this year.
Oh,
available in free agency.
I'm scared to hear this. If you say Cooper Rush, bro, I'm bouncing you.
No, it's not Cooper.
Okay.
Mason Rudolph. Mason
What up,
Rudolph.
Trev?
Price model.
Is this what we got to do to get you back on with us, Trev? Is we got to go on a Wednesday and a crazy night talking about free agency?
Hold on. Hold on. Time out, everybody. Let's do finish because I just heard the craziest thing I heard all night, and you guys said some crazy shit. But I just heard him say that Mason Rudolph will give us a chance to win the Super Bowl.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Let him finish.
What in the actual ass? Well, Mason Rudolph is by far the worst possible option, other than
you're not letting him finish.
Let Teach speak.
He's got a good quarterback rating. If KOC is really the quarterback whisperer, you should get 20 points on top of a 88 quarterback rating to get you well over 100. The Vikings offense is based on a passer who can hit a rating about 105, 110, which is what we had with Darnold. Buys time for JJ to learn the offense, and JJ comes in later in the season. But JJ's not going to get you there if he starts day one.
Why? Can you tell me why?
Because you got an offensive line that's gelling. You've got all those new guys, and they're hitting the field together for the first time. Training camp isn't enough.
But what side is who's really new? Because you got 2 and 2 that have played.
It takes time to develop chemistry and learn reads and collaborate in the system.
I think I would believe you if it was every single one of them did not
We're
play.
rookies.
If it our center and our right guard have played together for a while, right? And then
think about that.
Our left tackle and our left guard have played together, right? So that they know what they're doing.
Is Brandel starting, or is it a drafted rookie?
It's going to be Brandel.
More than likely.
None of the drafted rookies are you don't want. Tyler Booker is not going to be there at where we're thinking we're drafting at 24, and we want to trade back. I don't think Tyler Booker is ever.
If we draft Tyler Booker, I'm blocking Robbie on all forms of social media.
I just don't think he will be there. He's too high, right?
And he might not fit our scheme, also.
Yeah, and Tyler Booker does not fit the scheme. Yeah, he doesn't pull.
So, how old is Ryan Kelly? 31. Right. And how old is Fries?
26.
Right. So we don't think that being a veteran plays it. It doesn't matter about fucking scheme, boys. Like when you're on the offensive line, you have 2 jobs: block this way, block that way. Having chemistry is about a quarterback, a running back, and a wide receiver. You have 2 jobs on the line. It doesn't matter about flowing. You have 2 jobs. And I can tell you, based on everything, and you can shake your head, Keith. That's fine.
I am shaking my head because
look at Randall. The reason why
there's
Randall
there's
failed,
stunts. There's more to it than just blocking the guy in front of you.
but if you look at Brandel,
there's not
when
stepping on
you
your
look at
quarterback
anybody
foot.
when
Not making
a
your quarterback
nose tackle
fumble.
was not lined up against Bradbury, we did all right. Brandel did all right, but the minute Twist came in and everything else came in, Brandel was so much more worried about Bradbury's guy and what was going to happen that he let guys through. Brandel was not the best, but you put a competent 31-year-old, if he's healthy, at center, he doesn't have to worry about what he's got to do. You put Fries at right guard. It's not about Mason Rudolph is ass and will forever be ass. You want a guy to step in, you go get Jameson Winston. That man might throw 30 touchdowns and 30 interceptions, but he gonna have fucking 5,000 yards.
It's almost like Nick Mullins, right, Trev?
Trevor,
Exactly. He's the second Nick Mullins coming.
Trev, you
But
started
I'll
your
tell you,
conversation you started your conversation like it was going to hate you. Then midway through, you were like, and we're like, oh fuck yeah, he's speaking the sense. And then you lost it from me.
but what I'm gonna say, I want Minshew Mania, and I want to back up Shaq. The only way Rodgers comes into this fucking building is if he says, if KOC sits him down and says, A, you're getting paid by the Jets, so you're getting league minimum. 2, you will have nothing to fucking say in our offense. And 3, if I say JJ McCarthy starts, you're going to be the clipboard holder. That is the only way I want Aaron Rodgers in this building.
He ain't coming then, baby.
Exactly. So let's get off of fucking Aaron Rodgers and let's talk about some people who can actually come in and back up this fucking quarterback.
Agreed.
Aaron Rodgers wants $50 million. He's not coming here.
He does not.
Exactly. So let's stop fucking talking about Aaron Rodgers and let's talk about some guys who can actually come in and be a fucking quarterback too.
Wait, Aaron Rodgers won $50 million. I mean, he's ready to get $46 million from the Jets.
Yeah,
right.
He is getting
it's a fucking Russell Wilson contract all over again from Denver to the Steelers.
Yeah.
So there's 2 quarterbacks that I would like to see. Minshew Medium, and if the worst case, I'll take Jameson Winston to back him up. That's all I want. Mason Rudolph, Grandpa, what you been smoking tonight? Because I need some of that over here.
Called him Grandpa?
He's younger than you.
Who, Shaq? No, I'm talking about Steven.
Yeah, so we're
he's younger than you. Yes, so are we.
Good morning, all blue. Lions fan.
So the other quarterback that could take the Vikings to the Super Bowl is someone who's played with them before and is available.
Case Keenum.
No.
Oh, fuck. Keith just got a dig. His dig is hard right now.
Case Keenum.
It's not
You better not say Teddy Bridgewater.
It's not.
He's
You talking about play with KOC?
No.
All right,
and he's got the numbers.
Who the fuck was
not Kirk Cousins.
No.
No. It's not the preseason fucking MVP, is it?
No.
He doesn't play anymore.
Teddy Bridgewater. He's got
Teddy Bridgewater already.
And I agreed.
Say Bridgewater.
All right, well, yeah, shit. Brain Teddy back. I agree 100%.
I thought you shook me off.
No. I said
I
you were
agree.
on it.
Brain Teddy back. 100%.
Kellen Mond, Jaron Hall.
Hey, JJ, I'll try. What poll do you want me to make?
Sluter. Bring back Sluter. That's our Super Bowl winning quarterback right there. Sluter.
Just put
Why
the
Teddy Bridgewater.
Who beat who in
Why? Because I went through the list of QBs that are available in free agency, and I ranked them with TK. And Mason came out number 1. Teddy came out third, based on dollars available and performance, past performance.
Looking for a backup quarterback, right?
Yeah, who can step in and play.
You're not winning a Super Bowl with a backup quarterback unless you're Nick Foles. That's
Agreed,
it.
Cody. Say it again, Cody. Say it again.
So why we pay Kirk Cousins?
Oh, the backup quarterback.
Well, if you guys are convinced that JJ's gonna hit it by week 8, then go with the guy who takes the first 5 games.
That's not going to happen.
These guys think JJ McCarthy was going to win the Super Bowl last year.
If you're going to
week 8,
he would have.
The first 5 games, you're bringing in Aaron Rodgers.
JJ McCarthy going to hit it on week 1, not no week 8.
You're talking about.
I already got a hot take saying he will hit it week 1.
Yeah. You're talking about bridging. You're bridging. If you're going to bring a bridge quarterback in, you're going to do it all over again, and you're bringing Aaron Rodgers in for vet minimum for a year.
I'm not talking bridging long term. I'm talking bridging for value and a QB who can take a few games, and if JJ goes down, can carry on.
What's more valuable?
Bridging for Bridgewater?
Minimum, though. What's more valuable than Aaron Rodgers on a vet minimum?
He's asking 50. You're not going to get him.
Steven, what's your hold up on JJ McCarthy? I mean, it's a number 10 pick. He's had a year in the system. I don't understand this whole, oh my God, we're going to start a 23-year-old. Really? What's the problem with the guy? Why are you worried about it?
He's going to make rookie mistakes.
So what?
So what?
Well, then the Super Bowl's off the table. It's next year.
You can make rookie mistakes and still win.
You can.
Yeah. I mean, people have proven that.
You're going to give up 4 games in a division that's tough. So
how about winning in the playoffs, man? We haven't been able to do that, and we've been able to build a whole team. We just talked for 4 hours about a whole team that was built around a rookie quarterback scale contract. And now all of a sudden we need to get some guy that's supposed to save JJ McCarthy. No, let's put it on his shoulders.
What exactly? That's what
David for putting that 4 hour nonsense into Keith's mind.
4 hours. That's a good number.
It's a good number, right?
What happened though during this offseason? We built around JJ McCarthy.
Yeah.
We did.
So now you got to pick a QB that fits building around JJ, and it's not Aaron, and it's not Russell.
It's
so Cody. Tell him, Cody.
You disagree to me. You agree with me? We did build around JJ McCarthy. We built around JJ McCarthy.
100%. You're looking for a compliment.
Okay, now all those signings we have are for how many years?
2 years.
Yeah, with the team option towards the second year, right?
In some cases, the third, but yes.
Yeah. So you look at that. Did we really build it if we're bringing in another quarterback in here? If they're going to get cut next year, did we really build around him? Around that?
You're signing him for the window that you want him there. You're not signing him for anything beyond that.
Around that.
Steven, was the JJ McCarthy pick a wasted pick?
No, but we
okay. Then stop talking right there. We start the man and we see where he goes. That's the only way you're going to find out if this pick was right. The meniscus. Everybody needs to stop freaking out about the meniscus. It's fucking not shit. I've seen too many players on meniscus that come back better and healthier, and he has a full year under that league where all he has to do is learn. He doesn't have to get in. He doesn't have to get flustered. He has a year behind him, and now he has an offensive line praying. I mean, fuck, bring back Dalton Reisner, for God's sake.
Dude, I see 9 guys on this podcast right now, and there's like 11 meniscuses on it as we speak.
And I got 2 of them.
It's nothing. It's a 0.
Take my ACL away. That's fine.
Yeah.
18 meniscuses, isn't it? Steven, you have an ally, sir. Fuck McCarthy. Fuck McCarthy. And guys, we're not building for JJ. We're building
I
for.
thought you weren't allowed to say that anymore.
Yeah, you were banned.
Addison. I'm not allowed to say Addison. Also, guys, we built a line for a quarterback. If y'all think JJ is the grand poobah of all end all get all, y'all are in for one hell of a rude awakening. And I pity y'all. I pity y'all for that. So I'm glad you guys are talented players for that type of stuff. Guys, he went out in preseason last time because he was hurt at the combine. Somebody told me that. I'm not going to spoil who told me that, but just, little rumor that I heard from somebody else.
He got hurt in the game.
He got hurt in the combine. But that's not a game, but to some it is. Guys, we went from 5 quarterbacks to 2. There's a reason for that. Because we don't have our QB1 yet. If y'all think it's JJ, he'll be out by week 3.
You know where your logic goes wrong, Robbie? Your logic goes.
I'm wrong so often that is it a fucking holiday when I am.
That's great. Good for you. Your logic is wrong because you know who disagrees with you? The head coach. The head coach disagrees with you.
Who went from
I remind you that JJ
the head coach disagrees with you. Robbie, the head fucking coach.
That's a Cody thing, David. That's a Cody thing. You cannot do that too.
I can do it anytime I want.
That's a Cody thing.
You're a retard.
That's your comeback.
Where did the information come from that he was hurt on a combine? Because the Minnesota Vikings would not been able to play him in the preseason.
I will not disclose that.
Yeah,
sir.
if he was hurt in the combine, why did he play in a preseason game?
You saw? Did he play? He looked like he got injured. He got injured. That's
in the game.
Let's test him out. Let's test him. Oh fuck yeah, that okay. So I guess he was lying. He did.
He literally practiced all day.
Hey, wait, Robbie, hold on, Robbie.
When you don't have allies, you get ganged up by a shitty dog pile of illogical reasoning that never actually makes sense. And they start doing that stuff. If you can overlap that,
you started doing that stuff.
Okay.
Started doing that stuff.
It's because you're trying to explain being a flat earther to people who know the world is round. This is how it sounds.
Oh God. Okay. Steven, also real quick, to an earlier point you made about you were playing Moneyball, you were not taking into account a statistical offset is that our SOV was dog shit. It was dog shit.
What's SOB? Son of a bitch.
Strength of victory.
Standard of oh.
Yeah.
Everybody's strength of victory
That's a
was bad
different
in that
SOP.
division. Everybody's strength of victory was bad in that division. They're all going to regress.
No, the Lions were pretty good. The Packers were pretty good. The teams that whooped our
No,
ass.
they were the same. It was the same strength of victory within
Our
like.
SOB, it's the same strength of victory, yet they beat us. That statistically, that's impossible.
Did the Packers beat us?
I don't think the Packers beat us. I don't think Chicago beat us. What the hell are you even talking about?
Beat us. We swept their ass. Green Bay, we swept their ass in
Guys,
phenomenal
and-
fashion, I must add.
Our SOB was dog shit. We beat up on the I can't even say that word. We beat up on the handicap kid.
Hey,
we all
wait,
did.
hold on. Real quick. Hold on, real quick, because this is something that
That
you know
was fast enough. Move
our
on.
boy Dylan likes to bring up. But let's be honest. This is his one thing. Do you guys really, if we have the chance, do you guys really want to bring in Shador Sanders?
What
Because
the
that is
fuck?
No,
I'm not even addressing this topic.
I just had to say it because I just want to shut Dylan down for the rest of this fucking year on that conversation.
Extremes. We always
If we didn't have JJ McCarthy, I'll do it.
No.
You would do it? You want Deion Sanders to come in and run this team?
No, God.
No, he won't come in because Deion Sanders is still going to stay in Colorado. As for Shador Sanders, he's actually a smart quarterback who's just like JJ.
Who's got slow feet like this?
His decision-making skills are horrible.
Fucking Robbie, you don't watch games. What are you talking about?
Jack, you shut your evil mouth, sir. You shut your evil goddamn
Like
mouth.
you trying to tell me
Yeah,
didn't go up against Oregon?
You don't watch games because I think that's where your logic goes to waste. Because you don't watch
Go
the
back
games,
and watch
you don't
Shador
see the
Sanders.
tape.
He
You
trains
only see
with
part
Tom
of the
Brady
picture.
to learn
We see
how
the
to
big
read
picture.
defenses. Shador Sanders is actually a smart quarterback. He just has bad rep with him because he come off as rambunctious.
Sorry, Keith. I had to switch topics real quick.
So rambunctious is a precursor for good decision-making or bad? I'll help you out. It's probably not the first one, maybe the second one.
I mean,
So-
if you
that's a
always
good
find the
attitude
right
to use for
target,
that.
then it's not bad. If you could get the ball to the receiver when he's open, it's not bad.
Rambunctiousness is not synonymous with
Hey, Fish.
Deion
What do you think
Sanders
about
was
Trey
rambunctious.
Lance
Are we back on this shit?
behind KOC?
Where's
Bring
the
any
guy that
backup
was somebody was in love with Trey
Not
Lance? Who the hell
interested.
was that guy?
Bring any backup quarterback. I'm interested in all the backup quarterbacks because if JJ McCarthy goes down,
When?
the season is
When?
over.
When?
Regardless. Need the backup quarterback. Bring him in. Who gives a fuck?
Okay, Cody. I like it. What about Kyle McCord? If we can draft him late from Syracuse,
Bring
that
him
dude
in.
had a fucking great combine.
He's not bad.
Bring him in. Backup quarterback. I don't care who the backup quarterback is.
I agree,
You're
Cody.
going to draft a quarterback outside of the first round again because it's a wasted draft pick.
It don't
It
matter.
is.
Cody,
Like,
you're
if
right.
you
It don't
didn't have
matter.
JJ McCarthy,
No
maybe,
one's gonna
but
say-
with
It don't matter.
If they're a backup though, it's fine. Unless we want to run a wildcat, then I have a perfect quarterback for that shit. I'm not even saying.
What
that.
quarterback are you going to be? Are you going to get, Robbie, that's better than JJ McCarthy right now in free agency or in the draft?
Oh, don't ask Robbie that because it could be fucking the turd on the sunshine.
Carson Beck.
I'm taking some
please
meds to
don't
keep me
bring in
really
Deshaun
cool. I'll
Watson.
take that. No.
Carson Beck.
Deshaun Watson gets
You want massage Watson?
No, I said don't bring in Deshaun Watson.
Oh,
don't
okay.
bring him in. If we
It's
bought
it's
him
not
in here,
Deshaun. It's massage Watson.
Case
what
Keenum
about,
couldn't win.
what about Diddy Watson?
Who?
Actually,
Oh, Diddy.
Diddy Watson.
He got beat by a backup too, as he was the backup. Nick Foles was the better backup.
Yeah,
Sorry.
but here's the thing about Foles. He retired a couple of years ago.
He's only good for the Eagles. Watch the Eagles to the Rams to the whatever, back to the Eagles. The only experience he has.
What's up, Excalibur?
Hey,
Hey, Excalibur, how you doing?
yes, the North is completely loaded. I'm Excalibur. The North is completely loaded. It is the best division
No.
in football. and it just proved itself during this offseason. And I do think two teams in this division lost a step. And one team I'm looking at is the Detroit Lions. I'm looking at the Detroit Lions because now with their great offensive line that they had in the past, they lost a good one. They have
the Lions' window will be closed next season. They have one more season.
Lions fans are actually starting to fear us again.
They have, like I said, they have one more season, and that window's shut.
You know, and the Bears are the same thing, dude. I'm sorry, but like the Bears think that they hit a home run with Dahlman and fucking Thuney. Thuney's old. Thuney did not do shit with KC. He was decent, and Dahlman.
Hold on, Trevor. I gotta stop you right there. He was first team All Pro last year.
But he's a year. But now, Cody, hold on a second. Now, hold on. This is the only reason why I say it. What team did he go to?
Who? The Bears?
The Bears.
To line up with some other good offensive linemen?
I mean, does it really matter at that point? It's the fucking Bears.
But the Bears revamped their entire O-line.
Yeah. So did we.
They brought in Dahlman as a
and
center.
So did we.
Yes, I know. Us and the Bears are the winners of the NFC North.
Yes.
Lions dropped. Lions, especially with that O-line, their whole offense ran through that O-line. Now you have a leak. It's like you take the gun out from National Lampoon's Vacation, like Chevy Chase, and you try to plug it. There's another hole that comes forward. They lost everything with Zeitler, in my opinion.
No, they lost everything by losing their two coordinators, man. I don't care who they picked up. They lost two coordinators. If this is their last, the last year of their window, they're done. It's over. Because last year was the last year of their window without those coordinators. I'm sorry.
Ben Johnson was a fucking genius, and without him, goodbye.
Goodbye, Super Bowl.
The Bears have the 10th pick.
Pertaining to the offensive line,
I'm
going to say that the Lions lost the least of their good offensive linemen. Like if they were going to lose one, Zeitler was the one to lose. The rest of them are better.
But they kept all their weapons. They have all their damn weapons. All of them.
They don't have the coordinator, bro.
But here's the thing, Robbie. When you look at the line, okay. With the Vikings, though, the big thing with the Vikings with Allen and Hargrave.
He's right. Our quarterback.
Bring Gibbs on.
No, again. In what game were we successful against him? I can't think of one where he had under 100 fucking yards against. We haven't been. The dude has destroyed us.
But you can't. If you can't run in the middle, then everybody will know that you're going to run outside.
Not good against the run trap.
Jonathan Allen, Robbie, shut the fuck up. Jonathan Allen stopped Jahmyr Gibbs. That's why he's here. That's why Jonathan Allen is here. He's a fucking.
No, do not put that evil on us right now. Okay, Ricky Bobby.
Robbie's making believe we're running it all back again. Did you see what happened the last 3 days, bro? Are you high? We're not running it back, bro.
They're not running it back. Bro,
we're not running it back.
Lions came up to me scared of us. They're scared of us once again.
No, they're not.
Oh, you think their schedule is better than ours? They're a first place team. What the hell are you talking about?
Hey, Jake. And Jake, what did they do in the playoffs? One and done?
Anthony, you want Rodgers? Anthony.
No less.
If you put a poll up right now, who will win a quarterback battle? Aaron Rodgers or JJ McCarthy? A quarterback battle. Who will win?
Well, why are we going back to that?
No, stop. Cody, we're done. Aaron Rodgers is not signing.
I want to get into this.
Because Aaron Rodgers
is still clear. We know what's
Cody. Hey,
Cody, can I go around? Can I go around the horn and ask everybody one question and let everybody answer? And that is, Rinaldi brought it up earlier that we probably have enough money to still sign one more person. Is there somebody out there that you guys all want to sign? I'm gonna start with you, Shaq.
Derek Stingley.
He's got to be a free agent.
Oh yeah, you didn't say the whole thing, so
Well, I mean, to sign him implied.
Tevin Jenkins.
I'll leave it to Tevin Jenkins for Cody. I'm gonna go with Give me. Fuck it. I'll go Stephon Diggs.
Ooh.
So
I'm not mad at
Skol,
that.
We actually have enough money to sign 3, so give us the next 2.
That's a
Well,
lot.
I'll say something. I'll say
Yeah,
something.
nah,
Everybody
just
else.
do
That's a
one.
lot.
I'll go Stephon Diggs.
There you go.
The Diva
Look at-
King is back.
Steven, we're all signing 1, so I mean that's like 8. So
One's good.
relax.
Oh, we're taking one the whole squad. That sounds good.
Mason Rudolph.
Cody.
Get the player.
Cody, what do you got?
So if we're talking about one player that's going to take up majority of what we have in our salary cap, besides the rookie pool and what we need to do for undrafted free agents and all that stuff, I want Tevin Jenkins just because Cooper Kupp. Yeah, I always want Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp's my boy.
Well, you
Right.
can't do both. Pick one.
Well,
Who's this Ronaldo guy in here calling shots?
we're talking one guy that'll take up most of the cap space that we have now, besides the rookie pool and the undrafted free agents. I think Cooper Kupp signs for a vet minimum. So let's move on to the majority of the salary cap that we have right now. So Cooper Kupp is off the base because he's going to get re-signed for vet minimum. Who's going to be our signing? It should be Tevin Jenkins. I want the most protection for our investment as we possibly can have, right? And I don't, because he's coming off a leg injury. I want him protected at all costs. Tevin Jenkins.
I'm just gonna say that Tevin Jenkins is mine too, so I don't get a turn.
No, that
Go
means
ahead.
you get to throw it back to Cody for his second guy.
Go ahead, Dub.
Mr. Kruger Hill.
Ooh. Well, is
Grugier Hill.
Grugier Hill. Our
Same thing.
backup linebacker who stepped in and had how did he do? 2 picks, at least in some key games. That is the man right there that I don't care, because he could be league minimum. I don't care. But that man, with the way that we are right now, I would say him, or like this man right here says, Shaq. Those 2 guys right there, they stepped in when we needed it the most. And it's not a hurt. I don't think it'd be that much money to pull them in. And they are a very key depth player in our defensive scheme.
If y'all keep giving multiple answers, Robbie, when he goes last, is going to have no choice but to pick somebody from Alabama, and he's going to hate that.
Yeah, look at him right now. He's got all the Alabama.
Robbie's already out of Alabama players because Mac Jones already signed.
What's a player that's going to take majority of the cap away, besides depth and the rookie pool, that you want?
Well, but that's the thing. Like those guys don't take it. If you want, okay. If you want somebody that's going to take some cap space,
Guys,
I
this should
want
be a fun, quick exercise. Next.
Steven,
Come on now.
What is the big signing? Cameron Grugier is not a big signing. What is a big signing?
Okay. A big signing, Julian Blackman.
Nice.
Ooh.
Okay.
I had him on my list.
Your breast stinks, bro. But I love you.
That's who I want. Because you know what? Metellus, Harrison Smith, and Blackman, that's dangerous.
So you just took my guy, and Cody took my first pick, so I'm going to go with my third pick, Chubb.
Nick
Chubb.
Chubb.
A lot of us like Chubb. A lot of us like him.
Oh, him and Jones would be dangerous in that backfield.
You were going to take my Julian Blackman?
If he's not being arrested for spousal abuse, but I don't give a fuck.
Jesus Christ.
I don't give a shit. Whatever.
Hey,
Robbie, who's your guy?
Well,
no,
because this is something we have not discussed at all. He's going to be missing a few games because of fucking suspension. We do need a wide receiver too.
Addison?
He's going to be suspended. He just is. You know he is. So I'm going to pick somebody who is in free
Shouldn't be this
agency.
tough.
Stop. Oh, wait, everybody's got 6 minutes, but I'm taking, fuck y'all. Anyway, I'm taking.
No, I'm not talking about you.
Free agency. That would be a wide receiver too, and that's Amari Cooper.
Ah, shit. That's what
You motherfucker. I picked Amari. I was going to pick Amari.
I almost thought you were going to say Julio Jones.
Oh, no, bro. I would have 17,000 freaking jerseys. We don't want to go there. Also, he's like 90, but that's besides the point. Amari Cooper is out there, $20 million. That's a lot.
Like
But
it.
he would be the wide receiver 2, and Addison will be suspended. So we do need a wide receiver 2. Worst case scenario, we also need picks. I'm not talking anything bad about Addison. I am not saying anything bad. So I'm still
No,
within,
you're not.
I'm still within my scope from last year. We should trade Addison. I don't know if we do need the picks. And Amari Cooper would be a good wide receiver 2.
Off of his. Listen, you get him.
Michael Fish.
Duke Shelley. No. No,
Okay,
for real.
Fish,
Cam
a real
Dantzler. No, for real.
Caleb Evans.
Wide receiver 3, Brandon Cooks.
Okay.
We're going to be missing a wide receiver 2, though. We will be.
He'll be wide receiver 2. He's very productive.
Is it my turn now?
Sure.
I don't. We don't.
All right. So okay. How many big names am I allowed to pick? Am I allowed to pick like 3?
No,
No,
one.
big name. One.
Fuck it, dude. Just fuck it. I mean,
Give me Calais Campbell.
No, why? But why? We have
He's a
2
good
fucking D
run-stopping
tackles. You're
quarterback
spending money that we don't need.
So sticking
Put
to
someone on the
Cody's
right
point,
end. We can put
I
him on
don't
the
think
left
Clay's gonna
end.
cost that much.
We could be able
Guys,
to
for the
stop
record,
the run with Calais Campbell.
Player that we needed. Everybody else.
I don't think he's gonna cost that much.
We
I
have
would
10.
have said Keenan Allen, but even then I would have sounded more stupid.
No, I would have rather Keenan Allen than fucking Calais Campbell.
You could have said Amari Cooper.
$10 million. That's a
Robbie,
big
you
percentage.
stole Amari Cooper out of my ass.
There's no weird rule here that says you can't pick who somebody else
But
pick.
at least here's the thing, though. You get fucking. Here's the thing. If you get Amari Cooper, you trade Addison and you get Sauce Gardner. That's the fucking difference.
They won't.
Calais Campbell, he's a depth piece behind a fucking D tackles that you have.
oh, brother, you obviously see what he did last year.
This panel
He
will
ain't
hate
no
that
depth
because it's a good idea.
Calais Campbell is a starter at 38.
God,
And now he's
Starter for
39.
What? Hardy's
He
breakfast
was,
club? Get the
he
fuck
was
out
the
of here.
number 1 run defensive tackle last year. And was
Fish, how are you? How are you?
Shut
How
up
old
a
are you?
second. He was top 20% in snaps played last year. He played the whole season, all downs. He's not a rotational piece.
Was this in the
Right,
moon over Miami?
Defensive tackle, though. We don't need a run defense.
We don't need defensive tackle.
We have a run defense.
We kind of need a nose tackle.
We got Harrison.
They're not even thinking what we need.
Harrison Phillips is not a nose tackle.
We don't need run defense, though.
We don't. It's a wasted pick. It's a waste of money.
Super Bowl.
We were third on defense last year. Third.
Fish, I get it. You're like 40, but when you wake up and you're 41,
That's a
it
compliment.
hurts.
Just take that compliment.
I get it.
Wait, how old
I'm
do you think I
38,
am?
and when I wake up and be 39, I hurt.
Insult you by
Look-
calling you 40.
Look at man, when Bullard and Jihad Ward are gone, our run defense is going to look different, man. We got to be careful about saying we don't need run defense. I think these guys.
Yeah.
I think these guys that we just brought in are really good at rushing the passer, but I don't think that they're great run defenders. Look
They
at the
are not.
PFF. So we got to be careful about that. We got to bring one of those guys back too. By the way, I think Bullard or Jihad Ward.
Oh, no, I agree.
Here are the stats.
Bowler needs to come back. 100%.
Bullard?
I think
Yeah.
our run defense was so good because our linebackers put pressure and filled gaps.
Yep.
But the thing is you get Bowler cheaper than you get Campbell.
Yeah, Bullard's a fucking $1 million. He's a
Exactly. That's why Campbell is a wasted money for.
Trev, go ahead and
Agreed.
read that real quick and tell me he's wasted.
I'm not saying that he's wasted, but I'm saying that if you can bring Campbell back or a Campbell versus Bullard, it's a wasted money right there.
or Jihad Ward.
Or Jihad Ward. That's the thing. I'm not disagreeing on Campbell's great. Campbell is
Guys, we've lost
amazing,
Tillery.
but that's a waste of money right there.
If things go as signed, we lost Tillery, Bullard, and Jihad Ward. So you need somebody to help out in the run game. You got to bring at
agree.
least one in. So
Bring in Robbie.
CC
was a fullback.
eats double teams. The defensive scheme is built on hitting holes. So I'm with Fish. CC eats a lot of O-line up and allows the linebackers to feed.
But how much does
And
CC
rotation.
cost against Bullard?
About the
It's
same.
about the same.
You think that?
It'd be good for
But
rotation.
what you said, but what you said is
Calais Campbell's
he's gonna
not
ask
chasing
for
money.
more
He's
money
chasing
than
a
Bullard.
ring right now, bro. No, he's chasing a ring right now.
Is
He
that
might
not-
cost like he might cost $1 million or $2 million more than Bullard.
No, wait.
That's about right.
Is that I think might even be a dead topic nowadays? Are these players actually chasing rings or just money? I don't.
Money.
see-
When you're
No, wait a
when you're
minute,
38
I think
years
money-
old and still playing, yes,
No,
you're
that's
chasing a
still
ring.
money, or you made bad life decisions, bad investments. I don't see a lot of players anymore that are chasing.
Calais Campbell didn't do any of that stuff, my
Pete,
man.
they're not chasing a ring. They got to make sure
Yeah.
that their ARP is fucking set up, bro.
Right. You look at Cleveland, and those people are getting paid. They're not chasing rings. Oh boy, just got paid $40 million.
Oh, because the
You-
guys in Cleveland
they're
aren't
just
doing
chasing-
it, so nobody
they're
is.
just
So,
chasing the
I think that's
Guys
a
in
fallacy.
Cleveland are on the
Yeah,
south
there's-
side.
It's one of those fallacies.
You don't hear it too
Look,
often.
if
like,
I
oh,
was
they're
40
chasing
years old, I would want money too.
Right. Owners and the fans, the only two people that want fucking championships. These players don't give a shit as long as they're getting paid.
I would disagree. I think the owners want money.
The owners. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's the only thing that puts the fans in the seats. That sells the
Calais
jersey.
Campbell is 38 years old. He's been in the league for 16 years. He's made money. He doesn't
So,
have
Robbie,
a ring.
He also might be
Explain,
Sean Kemp.
Robbie, explain all these players, like especially on defensive linemen who are really good,
There
who
are a
wait
lot of
to sign
players.
with the team until there's only like 5 games left in the season, and they go to a contender because they want to win a Super Bowl.
You talk about free agents that don't have a choice. They're trying to fill in gaps. Then I totally agree with you. But I'm
Don't
saying
bullshit.
a
Choice.
majority of these players are not.
They
after-
choose to wait to see who's going to be good and win a Super Bowl. Tell me they don't have a
choose
fucking
to wait.
I'm sure Kyler Murray getting paid that Kyler Murray money really is after fucking rings, right?
Hey, Robbie, you
still
said
in the
something.
20s,
Oh,
you
let's
dumb
go
fuck.
Megatron. Like, let's-
Robbie's the only one who makes me cuss.
He also said something really,
so
really
fucking
dopey.
dumb.
Robbie, if you would
Robbie, do you
no
think
one
do you
can
think
say
the
that.
Wilfs Robbie, do you think the Wilfs don't want to win a Super Bowl for real?
Again, I will repeat this.
Believe me, they
Outside
do.
of
Everyone
owners
does. Isn't
and
that the ultimate goal in this
fans-
league? Well, for some teams at least.
Owners and
Okay,
fans.
hold on.
Ndamukong
Robbie,
was still a
Robbie, stop.
monster.
Question.
And
No,
he
I
was
got
like, I'm going to play for
Guys,
them.
hold that thought. I have to go do something. You 8 can talk about something else while I'm gone.
Hold on.
damn
Hold on.
Robbie.
this
Guys,
question.
hold on. Look at Kwesi. Kwesi is the Moneyball like king, right?
Yes.
He just signed 2 D tackles that are going to be huge. I'm not saying that you guys are wrong. I'm not going to be Robbie and be like, oh, blah, 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 blah. I'm not saying that. But Kwesi is the Moneyball king. He's not going to sign Campbell when he just signed 2 D tackles. He's not going to do it. He's
right.
cooking. But I'm saying, I'm not saying, and Mike, I'm not saying that you're wrong. So please don't take disrespect on me. Like, I love the fact that you're Calais Campbell was like, trust me, that was my pick too. I was like Calais Campbell, but we got Hargrave and Allen, and that was his stuff. Like, he's done. Like, that's his 2 guys.
Are you done?
He is a Moneyball guy, and that's his 2 guys.
Are you done? He's a Moneyball guy. He's on the last year of his contract, and if he doesn't freaking make something happen, he doesn't have a job next year.
He's
He
not
doesn't
going to
care
fucking
about the
sign
money.
Calais Campbell, Pete.
So if he doesn't make something happen, he doesn't have a job next year. Moneyball. We spent more money than anybody in the whole NFL in free agency. How is that Moneyball?
Yes, we need.
Can I speak on his respect? No. Yes, he did play Moneyball because we needed 24 players to get on this roster to be part of the top 51.
With $30 million in cap.
No, 60.
Not this year.
60 this year. No. We did what we did because we still needed 24 players added to the 51. The top 51.
Yeah, so what are you saying, Cody? What are you saying about that?
What the are you saying?
What am I saying about that? He did kind of play Moneyball because he needed a lot of players to be added to the top 51.
We spent more money than anybody.
We overpaid
And
on
we got
old
who we
injured
fucking
players. That
needed.
is not Moneyball.
So what money? Do you guys know what Moneyball is? Go watch the fucking movie again.
We
Go.
added-
You should not be here right now.
We added the most.
You don't know what Moneyball is.
Great
We
move.
I don't know, because Calais Campbell would be Moneyball, a still productive player that is cheap. That is Moneyball.
Moneyball. I mean, at most he's probably going to make $4 million. I'll give him $4 million for 1 year.
Top 25 highest paid players, half of them are on shit teams, going nowhere. Just throwing it out there. Those are numbers. Those are.
Why are we tripping on Calais Campbell? I mean, at the end of the day, why is that? Like, why is he the guy that we're all like crazy about? I mean, I get that somebody might like him, but at the end of the day, if our brain trust doesn't like him, why is he the guy that we're all tripping on?
I don't know, Rinaldi.
Because it started talking about Moneyball and it got on to other topics.
Look, say it's a stupid thought to bring him in because we signed Allen and Hargrave.
Hey, no, but we spent the most money because we had to sign the most players. Also, we literally had to sign the most players.
Then we should have been more frugal.
Why?
We signed the most players, and they're the better players of the stock that's out there. With the remaining money that we have, we filled up every gap that we needed to fill up.
We are thin as hell. We are very thin at quarterback right now.
Man, thin quarterback isn't the problem, but we can just have anybody. To Cody's point,
faith into a quarterback with no stats.
Yeah, he's the guy to have faith in. Listen, let me just say this, and I'm going to jump off.
The unknown. Fuck
Robbie,
faith.
let me just say this.
I have faith in a goddamn thing.
Robbie, let me just say this, man. I apologize. I'm going to jump off.
Don't you ever say sorry to me, sir? You stick to your guns with me.
Fuck off. Your Yankees suck, by the way. So why would we have saved our money for 3 years on a rookie quarterback scale to all of a sudden determine that we're paying too much for the luxuries of free agency in the first wave? Why is that? How is that a problem? Why do you want to clip coupons to fucking get the cheapest players when we've saved for 3 fucking years to find these 5 guys that fit the needs? I don't understand that whole fucking philosophy.
David,
all of a sudden we're clipping coupons. I want to have a luxury vacation, man, and we've got the opportunity to do that.
David,
why aren't we doing
why are you
that?
asking me these questions?
I have no idea.
This is not my. I don't have that stance where you're attacking me right now, so I'm kind of confused on how to respond to a stance I don't have. So
you're right, David.
I have no idea. I'm like, I can't.
Robbie, when did you become a Viking fan? And what year is you going on with Stumped? You going with? That's what I want to know.
Hold on. Real quick, like to make a caveat to what I was saying, either we have 2 quarterbacks right now. One's coming off of an injury. So David, the only thing that we have right now, again, it's an illogical belief in the unknown, is faith. We have nothing objectively backing up that he is our quarterback. He is an unproven injury at the moment, and we have nothing in reserve if he goes down.
No, you're talking about so you're talking about JJ McCarthy, and your coach has spent a year with him.
I'm just fine. He spent time with
your coach has spent a year with him, and he's going to go ahead and put him in the starting QB position. How do you know more than he does?
Do you have home insurance, car insurance?
He doesn't. He doesn't.
He doesn't. It's that simple.
No insurance for quarterback. None. We have Rippon, who looks okay.
So what's insurance look like? What do you expect out of insurance?
Quarterback.
Oh,
what do you expect out of insurance? Tell me what that is. What does it look like?
God damn it! Am I not speaking English?
Tell me what it looks like.
No, you're speaking a different language even I can't understand.
I'm gonna say another quarterback. That's pretty clear.
An alternative quarterback? A better quarterback? Which is it?
I just want another one. How about a third quarterback?
So do you want a motherfucker that's gonna just sit on the bench like fucking homeboy we just lost?
McCarthy?
No.
Put some respect on his name, Dylan.
Do you want someone like Nick Mullins that's just gonna sit on the bench?
Nick Mullins. That was
Do you want a young rookie? Like, do you want to get the kid out of Syracuse? Do you want to bring in fucking like Aaron Rodgers or Russell Wilson to possibly like start? Like, there's different kinds of like quarterbacks when you say quarterbacks. Like, do you want the old fuck that sits the bench? Do you want the young rookie that we can get late that's gonna sit the bench? Do you want somebody that's gonna compete? Do you want somebody that's gonna like be able to do a good job if JJ gets hurt? Keith, what's up?
I want a guy that's going to come in if JJ gets hurt and has to miss a few games. If JJ gets hurt to where he misses like most of the season, then we're probably screwed with what's out there. So,
yeah,
I want Gardner Minshew. He's been the guy that comes in and wins. He's been the guy that comes in and wins like 3 games. Now, if you need him to come in and win you 8-10 games, you're probably not going to get it.
Yeah.
McCarthy's chance of getting re-injured is very goddamn high. Do y'all know
why? Why?
Physics.
Why?
Anatomy and physiology is what I'm going with. Again, objectively speaking,
he goes and wins a
playoff
game.
Medical science. It's a high probability.
A moment of silence for Jimmy G.
Jesus Christ.
Moment of silence.
That motherfucking trash too.
My
Jimmy
God.
Garoppolo.
Yeah, fuck him.
I'll take Nick Mullins over Jimmy G.
Bro, honestly, Nick Mullins
Mullins
is the best backup quarterback in the league, bro. Y'all be hoeing him.
Yep.
I don't get
He's
why.
he's the only backup that could come in and throw for 400.
Honestly, why not trust AJ McCarthy? We watched Jalen Hurts play his rookie year a garbage time fucking game. Then he makes the playoffs the next year, makes it the Super Bowl his second year, right? Then he fucking wins the Super Bowl his 4th fucking year. Like
Zero injuries, crazy. 0 injuries. He also has a hell of a team backing him up. You don't compare the two.
Rebuilding.
So JJ McCarthy is all of a sudden the injury-plagued quarterback. I don't understand. Where does that come from?
Just because he got injured his first year doesn't mean it will happen again.
Jalen Hurts got a shoulder.
It was a meniscus, bro.
Jalen Hurts, he got benched for Tua because he got hurt.
You're talking about 10 years ago. Are we talking about college?
10 years ago? That was 5 years ago. This is why your math isn't mathing, Robbie.
You're just saying stuff to say stuff, Mike.
No, you're just
Actually,
getting.
if we're going to get our facts right, Jalen Hurts got pulled out of the national championship game because he was getting his ass stomped by Georgia, and Tua came in and won that game.
And I'm pretty sure.
Yes, I remember that.
The reverse happened.
Whoa. What about another guy? There's another guy out there for rookie quarterback. He came in during garbage time, played some games, but then he ended up going to 5 Super Bowls. He's got
Jim Kelly,
Patrick Mahomes, maybe some guy like that.
Oh yeah, it was Patrick Mahomes. I forgot about that.
Also, not in. God damn it! Never mind.
There is a never mind.
Yeah, I know. I need to know my. Sometimes you need to know your audience.
I'll just say this: Jalen Hurts was injured last year. He had a shoulder injury. You know why? Because he's more of a running quarterback, and he doesn't got no moves. So when he runs head first, shoulder first, into defensive linemen and linebackers.
Of all the quarterbacks.
Because that was the last quarterback we talked about.
No, I'm just saying, what was the originating factor of picking Hurts out of the other X amount of quarterbacks in the damn league? Just him.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't either. Again,
I was
we're
going by the last quarterback.
An injury-prone, as of now, quarterback. And I don't have that, and we have no backups. We don't have any backups. Excuse my bad grammar. We don't have any backups at all.
Bro, we are like 3 days into free agency.
As of right now,
we are 2 days into free agency, bro.
Actually, 1 day.
We're okay.
This first day.
We are okay.
Sign a backup quarterback then. If that backup quarterback plays, doesn't matter.
Bro, no, hold on. Let me flip this real quick. Robbie, what would you do if we had signed a backup quarterback, but we didn't sign fucking 2 defensive linemen? Would you fucking be happy?
What if my aunt had a dick? She'd be my uncle. That's a very.
Would you fucking be happy? Answer the question.
I would be very happy.
Whatever you decide.
Like you're stressing about a backup quarterback.
Hey Robbie, what are the Yankees gonna do about what are the Yankees gonna do about Stanton and Cole, bro? That's what I want to know.
Cry about it because they don't. They have a luxury. They have money to spend.
Like, bro, we'll be all right. We're gonna fucking.
Where's their backup quarterback?
We're gonna trade McCarthy. We'll get fucking Sanders when he falls, and we'll be good, bro.
Where's their backup? Where is their backup quarterback?
I'm an idiot because I said Shador is good.
All right, yeah.
How about a backup running back? How about I'd rather have that right now.
Bro, we're talking about backups when we're getting Aaron Rodgers, bro. Relax.
Yeah, because they did a great job. We're talking about backups. That's what's left, man. That's what they've done this year.
We're getting Aaron Rodgers, bro. Relax.
We're not. The fuck out of here.
What if we got Joe Flacco instead of Aaron Rodgers? I think we'll all be reacting differently then.
We're getting Rodgers,
better
bro.
off with the no backups at this point.
Bro,
what up, Dylan?
I promise you, if we get Aaron Rodgers, I will not watch the season.
I promise you we're going to get
Bills
him.
fan for a fucking
Okay. There are backup quarterbacks that I want, Dylan. Flacco is one of them. Winston is one of them. Who else is the other one? Yeah. Wait. Yeah. It's Flacco and like anyone, but Aaron Rodgers is not on my list.
Because he's not a backup quarterback.
He's coming.
Exactly.
It's too much drama.
Rodgers has been
Why are you scared Aaron Rodgers about Aaron Rodgers?
There's a bad man coming to town.
Okay. Aaron Rodgers is this a master media manipulator.
I couldn't care less.
And guess
a
what?
lot of people on this
Brett
panel don't
Favre
want a
was
real competition
too.
for JJ.
He came to
quarterback.
Minnesota. He shut the fuck up and he balled.
I get it,
A lot
but
of people on this panel
A-Rod
don't want real competition
is
for JJ.
not Brett Favre.
Yeah, he's just fucking. He's on mushrooms and not Percocets.
I like mushrooms
I know,
and
and that's his
Percocet.
problem. But that's another reason why I don't want him. I don't want the ayahuasca in our locker room.
Hey, you know what the difference between Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers is?
10 years.
Mushrooms and Percocet.
Aaron Rodgers doesn't steal from homeless kids.
I can't tell if it's a real laugh. Dave, is that a real laugh? Like, it seems fake.
No, it's real.
Holy shit. But if we're switching gears, bring it back.
This is Leonard, by the way. That's Leonard.
Yeah,
Where the fuck is Leonard been?
Because we don't have a backup quarterback.
I miss Leonard.
It's
I
so
have no idea.
Oh, we're screwed. We're screwed without a backup quarterback.
Go backup quarterback. Holy fuck.
We're screwed.
You need him. Nick Mullins was the backup quarterback last year. Come on. And you would say, Nick Mullins came in the game, we'd be winning a lot of games.
I remember when Sean Mannion was our backup quarterback.
I miss Sean Mannion.
Yeah, it was a backup quarterback, too.
I do. Yeah, I miss Eli Manning. Hell,
I see a request for a shirt being removed. And
Do you know who I miss as a backup quarterback is Randall Cunningham to Brad Johnson. And that's what we're stuck at for backup quarterbacks. No, Case Keenum. I miss Case Keenum being the backup to Sam Bradford. Man,
There you go.
It's that guy. That's what we're thinking of. Backup quarterbacks ain't going to win you a fucking Super Bowl. It's a once in a blue moon thing that happens.
Perhaps I should repeat this. Having a backup to a quarterback
are going to be winning you a Super Bowl.
Wow, you guys really take a statement and just like mutate the shit out of it.
No, it's basically your statement that sucked.
It's telling you the absolute truth.
Injury-prone quarterback that probably will drop on game 3. And we have.
And then we're fucked.
I'm just.
And then we're fucked.
JJ is not injury prone. Stop that now.
How many injuries did JJ McCarthy have in college?
7.
7?
7.
Okay, who you bringing in?
I don't.
Robbie, who's coming in to win us a
Who's coming in and tell us?
You're putting too much stock into a quarterback that is unproven and injury prone. That is the only thing I'm trying to say. That's it.
Quarterback you're bringing in,
bro. We spent so much time. We spent so much time last year telling him not to draft JJ.
Who's that egg? Who's that egg right there? It looks like an egg.
Oh,
there he is.
And he passes to everything. Bro. No, you can't come on the show with like.
He gets less hair every time.
Bro,
I can't help it, guys. I can't help it.
I love it.
I can't help it. I can't help it.
You're the man.
Is it the wife or is it the job?
It's the job. When that money increases,
it's the wife. It's the wife. Oh. She likes it short. She hated the beard. She absolutely hated the beard.
Hey, let me ask you a question, though, Lenny. Do the curtains match? Do the curtains match the rug?
No. Right, it does.
Not at all. Not at all.
The beard somewhere.
Let's go after hours.
No, my only question is: have we contacted Sean King yet?
Wow,
Sean King. Wow. He hasn't played for us yet. He's played for almost every other team.
I know who's the backup quarterback that we had in 16 that we went out and traded a first round pick for because
about this topic.
Josh Freeman.
No. No, so in 16, when Teddy went down at the last day of training camp,
That was Sam Bradford.
yeah, no. We had a quarterback that played the first game of the year. What was his name? Wasn't it Sean King?
Oh, Sean Hill. Sean Hill.
Sean Hill. Yeah, sorry, Sean Hill. Have we contacted him yet about it being a backup quarterback?
I don't know.
We get John David Booty.
Now you're
I mean, what? I mean, I get where Robbie's coming from. Where it's injury prone.
Careful.
Injury prone. But seriously, you're living in a world of what ifs and what can'ts.
No, I'm
like
not.
seriously,
No, I'm
dude.
not.
Yes, you are,
Yes,
Robbie.
we are,
You just need to
Robbie.
stop
Yes,
talking
you
for a
are.
while because you talk so much. You do so much fucking conspiracy stuff.
Maths.
It's wild.
Have to speak
It's so wild, man. It's hard to listen to a lot of the
I
times.
know it's so outlandish and
The math.
just outlandishly crazy. I don't know where I'm pulling this shit from. It's just fucking random.
Lenny, you're a genius, bro. Thank you for saying what you're doing.
But anyway, I don't know. I love the moves we've been making. They made an emphasis on the defense and offensive lines. They beefed up. We got over a half a ton of beef in 4 guys. I don't know. In my opinion, that's what we needed. They showed this is the first year that they went out and got a guard since Steve Hutchinson in 06. I don't know how many of you all have been football fans since then, but I don't remember an offensive line this big since Stringer, Stussy, Dixon, McDaniel, and Christie.
For us?
Yeah.
Drew
Who's
Samir,
no.
Mike
Who's
Rimmers,
guard?
That's Viking seasons of my
Drew
life.
Samir, Mike Rimmers, Matt Khalil. Come on, man.
Matt Khalil was lightweight.
Dakota Dozier? What?
Like, what are you talking about?
Willie Beavers? I mean,
David Yankee.
yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I think we need one more running back, if not 2. I like Cody's fantasy superstar, J.K. Dobbins. I think we should take a shot on him.
I want Hampton.
I say we have to draft one, but I think we need to pick up another one.
Travion
Henderson?
Raheem Mostert's the best.
Fuck Raheem Mostert.
You want a 32-year-old running back that's got injury problems?
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
Prone.
But we are naming off a lot of running backs that can be selected in the first, second, and third round. We do have a nice compensatory pick at 97 this year.
We're getting Kobe. What's his name?
Bryant.
No, we're getting
Yeah.
a third round pick 97. That's probably the pick we're going to.
Nah, we probably trading that in the first.
Yeah, we're not picking at 24. We're definitely trading down.
No, number 97. The old Kirk Cousins pick is going to turn into Keith's boy, Hampton.
Oh,
Keith's boy. You mean R.J. Harvey?
RJ Harvey going
Harvey.
like 5th.
Nah, I don't want RJ Harvey.
No, third.
Yeah, he might go undrafted. We might be able to get him in free agency.
Yeah, right.
Can Caleb Johnson drop to the third by chance? Will that happen?
No,
I don't think
there's
so.
no chance.
I'll take
He's going
him.
probably second round. They talking about getting him first.
I wouldn't be mad at getting Ollie Gordon in like the 5th.
I wouldn't be mad at that either. It's
Yeah,
just
Alexander Madison. He
There's
knows the
literally
system.
so many rookie running backs.
since we signed Aaron Jones.
There's what 30, aren't there?
Well, I'm just saying that are like in our range, you know? Like there's just so many good ones. Like
Yeah, but since we re-signed Aaron Jones, I kind of want a back that complements him and not the same type of back. So it probably
I want a fast back. Like I want a fast back.
Yeah, it'll probably have to be
I want like a Jared McKinnon.
Yeah, it had to be Trayvon Henderson or Caleb
Who-
Johnson. Those aren't
Who ran the fastest 40 out of all the running backs?
Oh, fucking Tootin, bro.
Tootin
He's
from
fired
Virginia
too.
Tech.
Out of Virginia Tech, he's fucking tight.
I didn't really watch any of it. I've heard highlights and shit like that from was it Thor Nystrom or whatever.
And he's probably like a 5th round pick too.
They were saying like most of his runs are either explosive or nothing.
We've definitely had that before. So what's up, everybody? It just got quiet since I got on here.
It's you, Lenny. We
I
don't
had
like
to
you
hop
that
on
much.
here. I had to
Oh, I'm
hop on
sorry,
here 'cause that
guys.
was the funniest
Yeah,
shit.
No,
he
we
trying to be
do
nice
like
to
you.
us,
You
and
just
he
don't
stole
show
our
your
money.
face enough.
I honestly, I can't. I honestly, I don't even like have the time most of the times on Thursdays anymore to be able to even get on the stream and see you guys.
So
My
when's
poopy.
Why'd you go get a
I
run
don't buy
money?
it.
After he took our money, he was like, "Yeah, I can't see their
What?
faces anymore."
I know.
I mean, that was fun. That was fun.
We gave him that fully guaranteed contract, and then he just stopped playing.
There was no incentive.
Oh,
Hey, Lenny, who was your favorite free agency pickup this year?
Ooh.
I really like Allen. I think Allen has a lot in the tank left. I've always really liked him. I thought he was the better of the two between Payne and Allen. I did when Payne was a potential free agent a few years ago. I did want us to go after him if he was going to be available because he was like 25 coming off of his rookie deal, and I was thinking he was going to be, if they were going to allow him to leave, he was going to be a good pickup. But they signed him to a big contract. It was like a 4-year extension or something like that. And I really like Allen. I think he, will be good for the team. I honestly like Hargrave too. I don't love that he's 32. Getting him a couple years ago would have been nicer, but in my opinion, they're just rotational guys. We didn't have any pass rush last year whatsoever from the interior. We get just a little bit, and it makes our defense that much better.
Way better.
I still think our secondary, our cornerbacks are the weak link because we don't know what we have in a lot of them. I mean,
So you're with me, right? Duke Shelley, right?
So Daron Payne, ever since Daron Payne, like I look at these young guys, right, and they get their first big contract, as a tackle position, they kind of don't do shit afterwards, right?
Yeah.
Like Daron Payne dropped. He had 11.5 sacks, and that's what got him the contract. He's only had 4%, So we look at this is the thinking from Quessy is, hey, maybe get these older guys that have been solid every single fucking year of their career. They're just dealing with injuries, but they still solid. They don't show drop off besides the games they missed and injuries.
Yeah. No, I agree. And I think they're also trying to trust in their training staff to have plans for these guys because Aaron Jones has been hurt every year for the last 4 to 5 years. He never plays a full season. Granted, he did get dinged up this year a few times, but he played in every single game.
It's important to insurance for injury-prone players, sir. I agree with you.
What was that?
I don't know.
What the fuck just happened?
Some bullshit Robbie stuff.
It is with shitty players.
So instead of a green room, can we get like a bounty room for Robbie
Williams this year, right? To a massive contract, right? And if
to a guy who played 500 snaps.
If Washington signs Daron Payne to a massive contract, and then if nothing happens, like Albert Hainsworth, see that he gets signed after his rookie deal, nothing happens. Daron Payne, nothing happens. The guy that showed up in the playoffs against the Lions was the old vet, was Jonathan Allen. So that's what I'm trying to go with here. Is it smart to sign defensive tackles off of free agency coming off of good 1-year deal things and rookie contracts? I don't think it's smart. I think the league knows. I think Quessy knows.
No.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I just think it goes back to the fact that we had no pressure, and we saw, we're looking at teams who are winning and getting far, and we're looking at what they're doing, and what the blueprint of how their team is designed and whatnot, and we're trying to emulate that.
Yep.
Now, I mean, is it great to be one step behind? No, but we don't. Tillery and Bullard, they're not pass rush. They're run stoppers. Now, granted, we did have a good running defense last year, but we still lost in the playoffs with a good running defense with no pass rush.
And Lenny, we couldn't get home with 4 or 5, whatever it was. We never got home with it. We had to blitz all the time. So if we blitz a little bit less and get home with what
Take
we
it
got,
back. I don't love you anymore.
What?
Sorry, that wasn't for you. That was for this guy.
No.
Oh, whoa! Look at this cholo.
Yo,
I gotta go shirtless like Dylan did, like a month ago.
Oh,
when did Dylan leave?
What up with that?
You're not the only one in this chat who's shirtless.
Well, yeah, right.
I'll make a dance.
Hey, I'm gonna go
dance, baby.
Hey,
Make 'em dance.
I'm gonna go pee, and then we're gonna do hot takes with everybody on the screen.
Okay.
So start thinking
You
about
want to
it.
see Keith come back with a red mark on his face?
I supposed to say something?
Hey, Cody, hold on. First, you should love this right here.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Not enough nip for me.
That's a thin blue line right there, baby.
Yeah, hey, I'm about to be it, man. I got there's 4 more years, man. And I'm gonna be a cop. Sorry, Vikings fans.
Where'd Dylan go?
Whoa! What's up with that? What is that thing in the middle?
Woo, David.
David, I think you got to put some ice on that thing. That little thing looks black and blue.
I'm just waiting for it. Hey, Lenny, take it off.
Oh, what's your
No,
Lenny has done it before.
I have. I'm not doing it now.
If you guys in the chat aren't used to this is something like we love to call "Let's Skol After Dark." The titties.
It's after 10 o'clock. Let's go.
There's gonna be titties on the show.
Sarah, you didn't know you were getting the bonus plan tonight, girl.
And if you want to see more, subscribe to our OnlyFans.
Yep.
Yes, you'll get my
Say the word, and I'm taking this off.
no. No more man nipple. There's only 2 that can handle this whole show.
Sarah got to take 5 minutes.
Who are the two?
Do with the man nipple out.
He gonna be like, what the fuck?
That's it.
Keith gonna come back like, holy shit, there's 4 nipples in my face.
He's the one that added me back on the show.
You got David's infection and looks like a nipple.
He went to go use the bathroom.
All right, what are we doing?
So we're gonna go with KOC Jr.
Hot takes?
Hot take.
All right, yeah, we're gonna go hot takes. Yep.
We're doing hot takes? That's a good idea.
This is clippable. I gotta put my shirt back on.
There's too many fucking.
It's probably not clippable for people, to be honest.
It's definitely
Okay. First of all, Chris, we're not doing that. But we're not doing that. Boys, the pants stay on. Second of all,
Hold on. I think we just learned taking off our shirts is not good for the audience. I think we just learned that right now.
Yes.
Yeah, at least
used to
someone like
be.
Chris saying, "Take off our pants."
Things have changed since YouTube, Fish.
You're going to take what up? I'm kidding.
Let's see.
We went from 60 to 29.
Right, this is a hot take. The Vikings do not bring in Aaron Rodgers at all this free agency. Instead, we either bring in Keenan Allen on a surprisingly affordable deal or Joe Flacco.
I think you gotta include the later part to make it a hot take.
I don't think. Yeah, you need the later part, but I don't think you need the Keenan Allen or Joe Flacco. That's weird. I like the Keenan. No, I like when you just ended at Keenan Allen. Like, I was like, oh damn, that's pretty fucking hot. Then you thought, or Joe Flacco. Like you needed like help. But that's fine.
It's just a wide variety.
Yeah. Thank you, Leonard. Yeah, it was a pretty wide variety. We're either gonna bring in a wide receiver or old ass quarterback.
Nice.
Well, I mean, Flacco could be able to mentor JJ McCarthy, and he's a good backup.
Gosh, I'm not gonna use the one I was gonna use tonight. So one of you guys better not snipe it because I want to save it. But
Plus,
go ahead,
a lot
Trevor.
of our fans here like Joe Flacco. So, I mean, this is what I read in the chats like way before I came on here.
Go ahead, Dub.
Vikings trade Bradbury, Addison for Sauce Gardner. And maybe a 5.
No, it's fine. If we trade for Sauce Gardner and one of those guys are involved, I'll give it to you.
If we trade for Sauce, in period, we'll give it to you.
Right. If we trade for Sauce, period, you were right.
If we trade for Sauce, you're coming out to Colorado and taking me out for a date, baby.
I might have to.
Off in your man.
I don't see it, but
I do.
All right, who else is ready?
I am.
I'm ready.
We're all ready. Let's roll.
Ooh, okay. Lenny.
Okay, we're gonna trade. We're gonna have at least one trade in the draft. We're gonna trade back. I don't know how many picks we're gonna end up with, but we're gonna draft a running back, a defensive tackle, a cornerback, and at least one offensive lineman.
Now, Lenny, when you say we're going to draft a defensive tackle, you're meaning Deion Walker, right?
No, I'm just saying defensive tackle.
No.
It's deep. I don't know. I mean, I if Kenneth Grant is there, I'd stick and pick him. But if he's not, I'm trading back.
All right, I'm gonna use mine because I feel like I might get snaked, and I've actually had this one for like 2 months, but I've been holding on to it just because we haven't been talking about the draft. We've been doing like free agency stuff. But my hot take is the Minnesota Vikings will not make a pick in the first round of the 2025 draft.
Fair.
Easy.
And I had that before all these signings that we had in free agency. I just been holding on to it because we've been doing free agency stuff. And now, like, you guys are getting too close to it, so I just had to get it out there and get it on record. What do you got, Michael Fish?
Take your shirt off.
Ryan Kelly is going to start the season out on the PUP list and will not play more than 12 games for us this season.
Wow. You're a fucking hater.
That was Robbie's take or Fish's? I'm confused.
Robbie wasn't going to say about Alabama boy. Oh my gosh, Fish. I hate that it's like not unrealistic, but this is supposed to be a celebration.
Wait. Somebody else has a hot take.
Oh,
We are going to sign Cooper Kupp by the end of the year.
Nice. I like it.
All right, Ronaldo, hit it with us. Hit us with it. Sorry.
Here it is. JJ McCarthy is the Super Bowl MVP.
Wow.
wow.
That's awesome.
I mean,
Ronaldo,
if we're looking for hot,
I would have been
if we're
okay
looking for
with
hot, that's a hot take.
I would have been okay with JJ McCarthy did better than Bo Nix last year. I was okay with that.
Super Bowl fucking MVP.
I thought I made Robbie mad. You just really pissed him off.
Look at him. His nipples are hard. Show the nipples, Robbie.
What do you got, Cody?
All right, so I kind of got 2 right here, right?
There's 6 of them right there.
One is the Vikings' floor this year. The Vikings' floor this year will be 2 games away from the Super Bowl, and their ceiling is the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So divisional or Super Bowl?
Divisional or Super Bowl?
I can't have this.
Right? No, I came in the season last year at fucking 7 wins.
Right.
I didn't believe in this at all.
I can't have positive Cody during this whole offseason. Like I can.
Cody, what are you drinking tonight? What are you drinking?
What am I
Sam
drinking?
Adams.
You want to get out of that cold snap? Oh,
Are you drinking Kentucky? Oh.
Drink Sam Adams cold snap. My second hot take.
Crazy.
My second biggest hot take.
Oh, you got 2. Okay.
Second biggest, yeah. Well, I said I had two. I said that's that. My second biggest hot take is JJ McCarthy will have more passing yards, more passing touchdowns, and less amount of interceptions than Sam Darnold.
Oh, okay. Hold on. More than Sam Darnold has this year, or more than Sam Darnold had it with us this year?
Had with us this year.
Okay. Damn, he's gonna be breaking records then.
I mean, if you watch Madden is calling him to be the next Jesus.
He is Jesus. He's just not Ginger Jesus.
All right, Shaq, what do you got?
Let's see. I'm gonna go with this one. The Minnesota Vikings will draft in the first round, and in the first round, the Vikings will either take a cornerback or a running back with their first round pick.
Hope so.
Now, Shaq, if you're wrong, the first 80-inch TV has to be delivered to Colorado to me by you.
Does it have to work?
It doesn't matter. I'll get it fixed, but you gotta bring it to me.
I'll get you an 80-inch TV.
Because we are not fucking drafting the first round.
I don't think we are, but it's not fair because I had this take a long time ago, but I held on to it. But now it doesn't seem as hot as it seemed like 2 months ago. But whatever, I don't give a fuck.
But Jack, I'm gonna wait for that 80 inch.
First of all, we do draft in the first round. You trade Edison and our pick to move up into the top 10. First of all.
Oh, there's more?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah, I'm going for a hat trick on this one. That's one. 2, we actually get Amari Cooper as our wide receiver 2. And 3, fuck y'all.
My dad would love that.
McCarthy's out, injured by game 3.
I'd hate to wish something.
You
like
just throw this in with Robbie's random hot
I'm
takes.
not wishing it.
Yeah, like why would you even put that on me, Ricky Bobby?
That's a lot.
That's a hat trick.
Like you realize this is like we got the whole. No.
So are we gonna? Is it gonna be a celebration party when you're wrong about him being hurt and by week 3?
Yeah,
because you said you're wrong so often it's a party.
Wait,
it is.
Robbie, are you buying me plane tickets to come to Minnesota for a game?
Robbie, let me see if I got this right.
Family, sir.
Yeah,
Robbie, can I see if I got this right? So we're gonna trade Jordan Addison to get inside the top 10.
And our pick, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And we're gonna sign Amari Cooper.
Yes, sir.
And JJ McCarthy will be hurt by the 3rd game.
Yes, sir.
And he'll wear a peanut shell and a rubber band.
Wait. Hold on. And Robbie is buying me plane tickets and a game week 4.
Fucking welfare or something? I know you.
Yeah.
Robbie, can you yourself during week 3 when McCarthy goes down with an injury?
I'm not that drunk.
With a cheer.
I'm not gonna be happy.
I gotta be hot.
I'm gonna be indifferent. I swear to God, I'm not gonna. It's not an "I told you so" moment. It's an indifferent, like, okay, it's gonna happen. It's like tomorrow's Thursday. No shit. Who gives a shit? Again,
right. It's a Make-A-Wish Foundation, and you're gonna buy the ticket and buy my flight to go see a Minnesota Viking game, week 4.
I have never seen you on point with these fucking plane tickets. God damn. I got some miles I'll throw you away, but shut the fuck up.
So Robbie, do me a favor and give me your prediction for the total wins for the Minnesota Vikings this year.
This is a whole other show.
No. With McCarthy going down, like you're all about the crystal ball. You got this crystal ball.
Robbie,
give me the rest of it.
Robbie, future shows you're allowed to change your score, but right now
I have to look at the schedule, but I have this at least at 8 losses, at least
without McCarthy.
Okay, so 9-8 without McCarthy.
Give me Robbie, will you buy me a bus ticket?
Give me a
I wanted to make you buy me a plane.
It makes it so much better. Like when McCarthy
Will you Uber me, Robbie, to Minnesota?
That's more expensive than a plane ticket, Keith.
9-8? We're winning the division at 9-8.
Again, as I said,
Man, give me what you're smoking, Trevor. Jesus, you're just fucking high as shit.
The Bears and the Lions?
What?
Oh, Lenny.
Lion fan. It don't matter.
Lenny.
Our ceiling is 11. Our ceiling is 11 wins.
Robbie,
Our
can you wear a skirt?
That's our girl in the chat.
Floor is. I'm putting the floor. I'm putting the floor at 8 wins, and I'm putting the basement at 4 wins. The basement.
No.
Hey, Mike. Mike, where do you live? Where do you live?
In Michigan.
Because I'm going to come bend you over for 8 wins.
8 miles.
No. The floor.
What did we just turn into?
What? The floor is 8 wins. The ceiling I have at 12.
You did not say 12.
I said this. No, I know. The
Final
ceiling
thoughts,
at 11.
Keith?
The floor 8.
Yeah, I'm trying to get
The
there.
basement at 5.
Steve, you better fucking end it before I fly to fucking Michigan and take care of Mike.
I said save the
All right.
Take care of me? I don't need to be taken care of.
You will touch your toes. Real easy.
Hey, Dove.
Cody will help.
All right, let's sign off.
Yeah, we're about to. So everybody, you can say your last things right now, and we're going. And while people are giving their last words, everybody else, shut the F up.
Okay.
Dub, what do you got?
Calais Campbell will not be a Minnesota Viking. Ballard may be a Minnesota Viking.
I knew that was coming on.
But I will say, I think that as much as I hate it, Addison is gonna be gone. And Amari Cooper will be a WR2. And Naylor will be a WR3. I don't like it, but Calais Campbell will not be a Minnesota Viking no matter what.
All right. Lenny, been a while. What do you got?
5 letters. RELAX. It's the first day of the fucking off season. Relax.
Relax.
I don't think anybody's freaking out.
Lenny, you've known us for 2 years. That ain't gonna happen.
I know.
Robbie, what do you got?
Come back to me, please, sir.
Okay, Michael Orlando, what do you have?
Well, as usual, I want to say thank you to all you guys for having me on. Ronaldo, great to see you again back on here. Yeah, just for the record, I mean, Campbell, it's going to be 50-50, but I would like to see him solely for the run defense. Also, we do need a backup quarterback. I do not want to see Rodgers on this team at all. I would rather see Winston or Flacco be on our team over him. But yeah, let's just let's get through the free agency and then get to the draft. Let's take this season one step at a time before we get to the Super Bowl. But still, my ceiling, floor, and basement are right where they need to be.
All right.
Thank you.
Shaq, what do you got?
Thanks for whoever's still tuned in to this 3-hour special of Let's Go Free Agency. Short notice, we did it on a Wednesday, but shout out to everybody who still came through. I'd like to thank Lenny, Trevor, and Mike for coming along because, without you guys, we're nothing. I also like to shout out Rinaldi for, taking time out of his day. Joining, bringing us back, making it feel so wholesome again. Shout out to Robbie. I can't forget him because he brings the heel to our positivity all the time. And, also, if you want to donate to the show, you can donate to the Stupid Chats. It's a little $ in the square box, or you go to Buy Me Coffee at Let's Go and send donations. We're trying to get to Skol Fest and meet some of the people who stay in Minnesota. And Quasi, we're not done yet. Free agency just started today, but you got to keep going hard on the phones and get ready for the draft because the Super Bowl window is now.
Bingo.
That's all I got.
It is this year. Are you ready, Robbie?
I am, sir, and y'all gonna love this shit.
Oh, I'm not gonna love it then.
I want to put KOC to the test. And we're gonna draft somebody that, believe it or not, I am not a fan of, but I want to see a metamorphosis. This man has cost me 2 national championships.
Oh
2.
my gosh.
2. But I want him on
Bill
our team.
Rowe?
Yes. Because I want to see a Rose Bowl just a love unitement of 2 players, one god awful and one injury prone, and us have ultimate success somehow between the 2 of them.
God awful.
Yeah. Milrose's not good.
Wait, you want us to draft Milroe?
Because he's not good, and I want to see what KOC can do with a not good quarterback. I'm serious.
You saw what he did with Sam Darnold.
Did you see what he did with Josh Dobbs? I mean, Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying.
Talk about wasting your moment.
No,
and you asked me for more time.
That's a fifth round pick.
For more time.
That's gonna be
Michael Fish, what do you got?
Hey, for everybody still watching this bullshit, thanks for watching us and sticking with us. And next week when we do our normal, are we doing a normal show next week, Keith, or is it Wednesday again?
Next week? Wait. It's a normal day unless you tell me why it should be a Wednesday.
Nope, I was just asking. I thought you might have said something about doing it for a few Wednesdays in a row. Next week, we're going to have another episode of You Got Stumped. It's going to be me and Shaq, baby. Me and Shaq.
Yeah, boy.
And we've got some clips of that on our YouTube channel. Check it out. It's fun. It's trivia. Play along. Leave your answers in the comments. Tell me if you got it. And also, if you want to play, I'm looking for people to play. Hit me up on Facebook. It's This Pretty Face with my Let's Skol t-shirt on, Michael Fish. Hit me up and we'll play. I'm side-eye glancing you right now, Dub.
I want Lenny.
Me too. And we're going to do that thing. We had a great night tonight. A big crowd of people watching. We got up over 60. Well, I think we got to 70 at one point. That's fantastic.
We did. It was amazing.
It's been an eventful start to our free agency, which is good because we haven't had first wave shopping money since 2018. So it has been nice to see that. And let's keep it going. And as for Dub, there's such a thing as second wave free agency and even third wave free agency. And Calais Campbell's going to be a Minnesota Viking in one of those waves, baby.
Bet, bitch.
It's pronounced Mediu Williams too.
Modio wins. Modio.
But are you giving him the win, Lenny?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
that was.
I always thought it was Madu Williams. But I knew what Fish said. I knew what Fish said wasn't right.
Yeah, no, it's Mediu.
Fish, where do you live? Because I'm going to expect some roses when he doesn't get signed.
Well, if you're going to put it to me like that, big boy, let me just tell you something. It better be pink and not yellow.
Well, that's what I'm saying, baby boy.
Just trying to find out who about to get
Jack, like, I'm out. I don't even give my final thoughts.
Why am I a piece of shit? Why is Chris Miller calling me one? All right, well, he probably knows me personally, has a fake name because I am a piece of shit. Cody, what do you got?
Mom,
be safe. It is Wednesday. Wait, we got a couple more days. All right, no, they don't count right now.
Buy more eggs, people. Buy more eggs.
Our number one pick in the first round will be a running back. It'll be either Caleb Johnson, Aston Janty, Travion Henderson, or it might be a sneaky guy from North Carolina in Omarion Hampton. I don't know, but I definitely believe it's going to be a running back in that first round. I think that is what Kwesi needs to solidify his job in an extension. He needs to hit in that one round, and he needs to take one of the running backs because running backs touch the ball the most. Other than that, stay safe always. Let's go.
Let's go.
Rinaldi.
Well, look at, man, this is the most authentic podcast on the internet. And if anybody's not watching it, they should be, because this is what real Viking fans want to talk about. And I mean that from my heart, because I've been part of it for 2 years and I'm kind of not now. So I want to say to you guys, you're awesome at what you do. And this is the best fucking podcast on all of social media. So if you're not watching it, you should be. And everybody that is watching it, you know what you are. And this should be your number one go-to fucking podcast that's out there. Having said that, we had a really, really good, really fucking good free agency. And anybody that thinks that this isn't what we were looking for is a mess. Let's be fucking happy about what we did. We've opened up a Super Bowl window. We have 3 years to do it. And guess what? Let's fucking Skol.
That's fucking Skol.
Let's
go.
go.
Like they all said, thank you guys who watched us and joined us. If you haven't, hit that subscribe button. We will be back next Thursday at a regular time. We'll be doing this again. Ronaldo, we love you. We need you. We'll see you guys next week. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
See ya.